realradio921.com. That's money. Enter it now at realradio921.com. And good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
Redefining radio. This is where the fun begins. Introducing Greek.
Let me tell you something. Don't ever love more you than anybody else you love more.
Francis.
Because then you're squeezing your banana so hard every time you come in here, and then you're pounding it on the desk.
Let's get the party started. It's the Penthouse on Real Radio.
Yeah, it's the Penthouse on Real Radio. What a great Friday. What an unbelievable Friday. What a perfect Friday. What a great Friday. You know what that means?
You won this morning.
You know where I was this morning very early.
The Hard Rock Casino.
And Dominic got a haircut. Wow, you look like you're about 15 years old.
Thank you.
I saw you in the hallway, and I'm like, do you work here? Oh, my God. You look very nice there, buddy. Got a
Thank you,
date this
sir.
weekend or anything?
No, just wanted to clean up.
All right, well, you look good. You look
Thank you,
good.
sir.
You look like getting through a car wash. I'm going to talk about some other thing that we did for you today because you do such a great job.
After I told him not to.
Oh, you told me not to?
Oh, my God. That's how much you don't listen to me.
Oh, great.
Yeah, because it's one of those things that you just don't, just in case it doesn't happen.
Oh, I was going to tell him about a dinner.
Yeah, okay.
I'm scheduling a dinner at Monroe's, and I was going to tell him that.
Whatever. This shows you how much he does not listen to me.
I talked about this last night with 3 people.
And then it's so
and they
funny.
all agree with you.
You don't listen
Yeah,
at all. He does not listen. And then when I was on the phone, I called Dom for like a little thing, and he was like, did you call Dom? I was like, I was just talking to him. What do you think? I'm talking to myself? Right when I hang up, I was like, do you think I just pick up the phone and I'm having a pretend conversation?
I meant that.
Oh, yeah, just like he does.
I
This
meant
guy.
that. I meant that
All
you didn't have to
right.
call him because he's so dependable.
Oh, okay. No, you
Oh,
said.
you don't think he's dependable?
No, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what happened.
Now, did you get a shave too, or no?
Yes, and you look great. I told him your haircut
Thank you.
looks good.
No, just a quick, barber in the morning.
All
Are
right,
you
this-
sure? Are you sure you don't want to show people what your haircut looks
Oh,
like?
I turn on the camera for once.
Are you sure?
If you want to go with me one time, there's a place I go in Boca, and they give you a hot shave and everything.
Ooh.
It's very nice, and it's relaxing.
The Man Cave, or is it a different place?
Different place.
Yeah.
It's a new place that just opened. A buddy of mine opened it, so we might be doing some stuff there. So he was asking me, he goes, "You have anybody else you want to bring?" I said, "Franny's good." I said, "But if you
Yeah, I'm good. Don't need a hot shave. Be weird. Hot shave my legs.
So Dominic, good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm all right, man. You were close last night. I'll just say that.
Yeah, it was a great day. It was just a perfect day.
Are we talking about hockey?
Yeah, Canada won. It was a great game.
Boo.
It was a great game, though.
Boo.
But very excited about that. But good to see you on a Friday, and you look great. And we're gonna have a special dinner at Monroe's, so that's what I was gonna tell you about.
Oh.
Yeah. Franny's here.
Does
He
that
just
include
made
some
that up.
ass?
He just made that
Does
up.
that include some ass?
Yeah, it sounds like it.
It's up to you. I mean, there's a lot of hot ass over there.
Yeah, he didn't just make that up, but good, take it. And hold him to it. Because they have great food.
Yeah, they do. They have great food. Somebody I was talking about to a girl last night that I know pretty well, and we've gone out here and there and, commiserated. So I said to her, "Do you feel like I don't listen to you when you talk to me times?" And she was like, "All the time."
Yeah, because you don't.
She was, "I was telling you one time we were going to have dinner, and I told you I couldn't go out to dinner because I'm going to try to make it work with my boyfriend." She was, "You didn't even miss the beach." And you said, "Well, do you want to go out Monday or Tuesday?"
Yep,
So I said,
Yep.
there it is.
don't listen.
Hello, Francis. How are you?
Hi, happy it's Friday.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, happy it is Friday. You guys are going to get another chance to win some tickets to the Panthers at 12:45.
Are you working another festival this weekend?
All right, so I know. So
Oh, really?
I'm supposed to, and I found somebody because I staff these festivals, so I staff the whole festival, and I have somebody covering because I have a lot going on. I have a couple big events for my sister-in-law that we're throwing.
Are they actually getting married this weekend or no?
No, they're not. They're getting married May 25th is their wedding date. So we had a brunch kind of bridal shower a couple weeks ago getting ready. Now this is the official Sunday big bridal shower that we're throwing, and it's my mother-in-law and myself that we're going to be
Nice.
doing. And so we did a lot of shopping yesterday. Tomorrow we're going to be setting up the house and make it all beautiful and stuff. And then Sunday is the actual shower itself. I hope she's not listening. She knows. She knows.
I was
and
gonna
then,
ask
and
you,
then
are
she knows. She's aware.
But our
because we're
shower-
throwing it at her house.
And I was going to ask you, because I have no knowledge of
Yeah.
this, are showers surprise? Like, is
It can be,
Okay,
but she's very well aware because. Yes, she knows we have a theme. She obviously she wants to get ready for it, pick out a dress, and so yes, so she is very, very well aware. The little things she may not know. Obviously, she doesn't. She's going to be out of the house tomorrow while we're decorating and getting the place ready.
Yeah.
I showed you a couple years ago for a dude's 50th. I made a really big charcuterie table.
Oh, yeah, huge.
I'm doing the same thing for hers, but going to kind of switch it up. A bit where I'm doing like the actual charcuterie normal, the cheese and the cured meats is going to be in the middle, and then I'm going to do like a breakfast charcuterie on one side, and then I'm doing dessert on the other side, and it's all going to take over a big table.
It's very nice.
So so I got and that thing alone, when I did the one for that one dude, it took me like 2.5 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, it takes a long time.
You're very talented.
So it should be fun. I'm really excited about it. So that's Sunday, and then her bachelorette party. It's bachelorette. They're doing a combined.
Oh, that's
That's
nice.
going to be in Savannah, Georgia, and and there's another name for it.
That's good. So you don't have to worry about anybody like cheating or anything.
Oh my god.
Well, because you're right in front of the person.
Yes, but I did tell her because I am the matron of honor, and so I'm helping with like playing a few things there. I did tell her. I said one of those days, because we're there 4 days, I think. I said one of those days it's just going to be a girls' day, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm cool with that." So we're just going to make sure it's just all the bachelorettes, no dudes. They can go off and do their own thing, play golf, go fishing, whatever they want.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Well, you're a very good sister.
Because I told Matt, I was just like, we obviously are already married, and we didn't have a bachelorette party because it's our second marriage, and I had an impromptu one. My girlfriend Virginia kind of dragged me. She's like, "We're staying to the Breakers," and it was nice. It was
That's
one
awesome.
night. Yeah, it was one night. It was very impromptu. But I am one that is just I need just to have a bachelorette party.
Well, you make it happen.
I will.
That's in April.
There you go.
There you go. April, I'm going to put in for my sex change. So Franny will be off in March and April. Make sure you write it down.
Yes, write it down. Couple days.
You got somebody who's got a pizza for us?
Oh, I don't know about pizza, but Toot wants to talk to you.
Toot, what's up, buddy?
Hey, good morning, PH.
What's up, Toot? What's up, baby?
Ah, man, gas prices and eggs.
Yeah, that's right. Gas prices and AIDS, but lap dances are still probably 20 to 25.
What did you?
He said gas prices and eggs.
Oh, I thought gas prices went down.
So did I. And then I think they went up.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, and eggs, oh my God, I went and got a dozen yesterday, $10. I'm like, ah!
I went to Costco yesterday, and that was one of the better deals I got a few months ago. And I went yesterday, no eggs. No egg. I was like, what?
Wow.
Yeah, I was shocked.
Every
Have
time.
you heard that they're doing a rent a chicken? They have it where you could rent chickens.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then the chicken will give you the egg?
Yeah, they're chickens. Yeah, they're chickens that.
Will they put it in a box for you and
Lay
put it in your
eggs.
refrigerator?
No, you rent the chickens and you could, I guess, get a little. They even give you the equipment, like I don't know, like a little pen to put them in and stuff, and they will lay eggs for you.
Wow.
We should put a couple out back.
I
Right.
heard about the Trader Joe's
Yeah.
with the unfertilized eggs or whatnot.
Well, they're fertilized, right? Yeah.
Or fertilized, you can either have an egg or grow a chicken.
Yeah.
whatever.
You can incubate. So Trader Joe's is now selling eggs that are fertilized, so you can incubate them and hatch your own chickens.
No, that's too deep.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But, yeah, so I'm a little happy the liquor store opened up and get some Tito's. Uh-huh.
All right. Starting early. Good for you.
All right, good.
But, oh my, did you see that picture get nailed?
Oh, yeah, yesterday. Yeah, that was very bad. Yeah, terrible.
Oh my God, because I was listening to the show this morning on the morning show from Ohio, and you can hear click, crack. That's how quick it happened. The ball hitting the bat, and then the ball hitting the head.
But that's usually how quick it does happen. I mean, 2-3 seconds, boom, it's right off the bat, and it was a line drive. Sad.
It was like 108 miles an hour,
Yeah, it was bad.
like that. And then a lot of people are like, I don't see why baseball players get paid that much. Because of stuff like that, dude. You're in the line of a bullet.
Yeah, you got to have your head on a swivel, obviously, as a pitcher, because you're so close to the batter.
Yeah. Yeah, and because I was driving, so I couldn't watch the show, but when I got home and I looked up on YouTube, whatever, I was like, holy crud, man.
Yeah.
He got whacked.
Oh, yeah, he got crushed. He did. Hopefully he's going to be okay.
He got whacked.
And no side effects.
Yeah. But, yeah, good thing he walked away from it. That's the story. But, yeah, I just wanted to call in and say good morning to my best friend.
All right. Well, shoot, we like that because it takes two people to keep a relationship alive. I always say it. So you do your end and we'll do our end and we'll keep this alive.
Hey, like you said, keep everybody happy.
Yeah,
You
we
keep
try.
me happy, I keep you happy.
That's a good relationship.
Yes, sir.
All right, Chew, you have a good weekend, brother.
Thank you. You as well.
All right.
Talk to you on Monday.
All right, peace. It is the Penthouse on a Friday. We do have a chance for you to win Panther tickets at 12:45 during the course of the show. Franny will tell you some things that are going on this weekend. There is a lot going on. Always
a lot.
seems,
There's
yeah.
a ton going on this weekend.
Yeah, there's always a ton of things going on. Franny will give you a heads up on that. So Beck, the new quarterback for Miami, it looks like he had a bad night Thursday night. He got his Lamborghini,
And his Mercedes.
and his girlfriend too, right?
Yeah.
So I think that was definitely somebody going after him.
Really? I mean, they knew. I mean, he showboats all the time,
Yeah.
but I don't know. They made an arrest.
Yeah.
Yeah. So arrests were made. I don't know if it was an inside job. Who knows? I mean, it is Miami. I was like, Miami's not Athens, Georgia.
yeah.
Welcome to Miami, as Will Smith says. But yeah, they made an arrest. They said that they burglarized 3 luxury vehicles were stolen from, I believe, his home, right?
Yeah,
They said it was a dude named Taekwon DeAndre Anderson, Miami Gardens, facing charges of burglary. So it had to be more than one person. So I wonder if
Well,
he's
there was
gonna,
3 cars.
Of course. Well, maybe he took one and then came back. I'm just kidding. No, so
Maybe he did.
I wonder if he's going to roll on some people. We'll see. But yeah, there is an arrest that has been made so far. He said he was sleeping with his girlfriend Hannah when it happened. It was like 7 a.m.
Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe the guy took one. He said, "Hey, nobody said anything. I'll go back for another one."
Yeah.
Then he took
Yeah.
another. He goes, "Hey, I'll go back for another one."
Maybe.
Did
No,
they leave the keys
said
in the
there was-
car?
I think there was 4 people altogether is what they said. But yes, one arrest made right now. At least I know of. The other guys could have been.
You're right down in Miami. Just driving right to the docks. Boom. Throw the guys the keys.
Well, you put everything out there, right? I mean, this guy lives in a multi-million-dollar home. He's got this car. And so, yeah, they said that they jumped over the concrete fence, gained access to the driveway area where the cars were parked. And
He probably had the
they
keys
found
right there in the garage.
Well, that's what happened. They said one of the thieves burglarized a Range Rover, found the garage door opener, which he used to gain access to the house and steal the key fobs in the vehicles.
There it is.
Yep.
7 o'clock. He should be up anyway. What's he doing still sleeping? Come on. He should be throwing passes to his girlfriend in the backyard. Getting ready for the U. Miami opens up at Notre Dame this year. That's going to be a great game down in August. But not a good thing. But again, there's insurance. They'll figure it all out. But yeah, it did.
Well, they found the Mercedes.
Yeah.
I don't know if they found his Lambo yet.
But it made headlines all over the place.
Yeah.
In 2 seconds. We were talking a little bit on the Greek zone yesterday. We were like, oh my God, this just broke. I got a bunch of text messages.
Yeah, but they're saying, because of course they're still trying to find the others. So they said, if you know the identities, call Crime Stoppers in Miami.
Give him a call if you know. 877-927-6969. It is the weekend. Let us know if you got anything big planned. Last night, USA did get beat by Canada in overtime, 3-2. I mean, great game. I mean, and the NHL and the networks can't be any happier because people stayed, plugged in. I think USA had the first lead, right? 1-0. So, yeah, I think it was great for...
Actually, I think it was the opposite.
Was it Canada?
Yeah.
Canada scored first.
Did they?
Yeah.
Great for the NHL. I mean, it's the first time I can't even remember that they had all the eyeballs on them. No other sport really going on. And people were watching it, and bars and restaurants were packed last night. People were like, hey, where are you watching the game? And that's rare for the NHL. It definitely is.
What did you think about Luka sitting out last night?
Well, I told you earlier in the day when you didn't find the line, that's why. But they won anyway. He just had some injuries and he was out for a long time. And then, he came back. He's still not feeling 100%. They're not going to push him because they don't want anything to happen to him. And the Lakers want to make the playoffs, obviously, and have him there. So I'm not surprised he sat out. When you're betting on a game, whether it's with Hard Rock or anywhere, and you don't see a line of the day of, this means there's an injury. And they're not 100% sure. So maybe they were going to be like, hey, maybe we can make him play. And then last minute, they're probably like, no, we're not going to do it. LeBron played. Everybody's bitching about that because he didn't play in the All-Star game 2 days ago. But now he's okay. And he ended up playing. They ended up winning, which was good for
I think
them.
LeBron had 40 points or a big game like that.
Yeah, he did. He had a very big game. He's one of those guys that seems like when he gets a lot of like heat, he takes it out on the court. Like he comes out. I've seen it before. And, the night before he missed the shots, the winning shots, he heard about that all day, I'm sure, even though he says he doesn't do social media, and then didn't play in the All-Star game. And people were saying stuff about, he should have did the right thing so they could have, replaced him with somebody. And then he came out last night in Portland and had a big game. But, again, I'm not surprised, but I don't think they should push Luka. There's no way. I think they should just rest him. And, when he's ready to come back, let him come back. And I know it's bad for you because you couldn't bet his under. But you won 3 weeks in a row. So that's a good thing. You got a keyword today coming from Rover. What is the keyword this hour?
The key word this hour is money.
Money.
And where do you go, Greek?
Where do you go? You go to the bank or your pocket to get money? Or you do a job?
No, where do you put the keyword?
I don't know. I have no clue. Real Radio? Do you know? Then say it.
Of course I do. Yes, but you are the captain. You are the host. You should be the one who knows this
It's
stuff.
the last day, too.
RealRadio921.com.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, I do it. If it's the last day, what am I worried about?
RealRadio921.com. Must be nice to just be pretty and show up. RealRadio921.com.
I think I do a good job. I try my best. I am a work in progress. 877-927-6969. And thank you for the compliment, by the way. You don't give me a lot, but when you do, I take it to the bank. See if you can get that from me. I want to make that my ringtone.
Oh, yeah.
Just kind of.
I know. Oh, God. You kill me. Text us at Real Radio 47142. If you watched the game last night, what you thought about the whole new process that the NHL is doing. Most people really enjoyed it, and they were very excited. Sort of like a glimpse of the Olympics, which was great. And, everybody had Team USA on and going crazy. Sold out at the Boston Garden, and tickets were very, very expensive. They were really, really expensive. So, again, maybe the NBA steps in and does something. Maybe not. So, Soto for the Mets, who signed for $700 million, he wanted the number 22. And there was a Met player who has it. I'm always surprised about this, that, they pay each other big money. And I'm always surprised, like, the GM doesn't, walk downstairs and says, you're giving up 22 for him. You know what I mean? But he bought this guy a new truck.
He did. Well, because a guy was like, dude, you make a lot of money. You just signed a huge deal. And so he had to sweeten up the pot. Here you go, a $90,000 truck.
And again, he doesn't have to. I mean, first of all, when he signed, if I'm his agent, that's one of the things I tell him. He wants 22. Sorry, you guys work it out.
I understand, but I also think he didn't want to come in kind of like a jerk. Be like, it's my number. So I think it's nice what he did and how he approached it.
I think it's great. Yeah. I'm just surprised. I'm just saying. If I'm his agent and or handle his money, I'm like, you're not doing that. I'm calling up Cone and I'm like, here, give him 22. You buy the guy something. And it wasn't like it's a star who had it. You know what I mean? But there's been players. Cam Newton had a situation where the guy, it turned out nasty. Him and one of the players, he wanted number one. I mean, I guess if it's your number, you want it. I guess, you feel it's lucky. It's brought, you've had a good career. But it was very nice the way he bought the truck. The player said he knew something was up because like a week ago, they came to him and they asked him, like, where's cars insured and stuff like that. And then I would have said, like, you picking up insurance for sure? He had a nice red bow. Good ad for the company and the truck, obviously. But yeah, I think it was like $92,000. I was like, man, that's a lot.
Oh, those trucks go for a lot, man.
Yeah. Maybe you could have been like, hey, I'll pay the first 12 payments. Something like that. But yeah, he wanted number 22.
Well, what do you mean? I think he bought it outright, I mean.
I'm joking.
Oh, okay. Because you said the first 12 payments. I was like, yeah, from what I heard, it was just outright.
No.
He's not like, here, now you have to make monthly payments.
I'm joking, of course.
Okay.
He made $700 million guaranteed. I'm saying if he said to the guy, like, look, I'll pay the first 12, and then you got to pick up the next 24. It's $885 a month. Here you go. Thank you very much. And I don't even know if he ever asked the guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if he ever said to him, like, hey, can I have your number? Because if you're on the team.
I heard he did.
Oh, and the guys did.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah, I heard he did. And he was just basically like, man, I was like, do you know how much money you make? And you want my number? Like, you'd be just okay. Oh. But I don't think there was any beef. And then, so yes, he rewarded him, and so he could have that number.
Very
He
nice.
sweetens up the pot with that deal. Yes,
I mean, that is
very
tremendous.
nice.
I mean, that is tremendous.
I mean, what is it? The guy makes $765 million. That's a contract he signed.
Yeah, guaranteed.
Yeah,
But it's
that's
still
insane.
it's still generous that he did it.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it was a big thing. I mean, he could have said to the guy,
Brett Beatty, I think, is the guy's name.
yeah, he could have said to the guy, like, here's 20,000. I'll give you 20 grand. But I've seen a lot with football players, and a lot of times when rookies come in, they want a certain number. And like the veterans, if they have it, they'll give them a hard time. Like, no, I'm not giving it to you. You got to get. There's been players that have refused over the years. I know that. Different stories I remember hearing. Or if you get traded to a team and you're like, hey, I want this number, and somebody else has it. I mean, again, if you ask the person nicely, but again, if that's their number, that's their number. Would you give up your number?
Yeah, for money? Yeah, why not?
For money in a new truck?
Yeah.
Franny, if you had something and somebody came in and said, hey, I want it, would you do it?
If they sweeten the pot, I wouldn't do it. Especially if that was, let's say that's been your number since high school, right? Yeah. That's tough to give up. But yes, money talks. Absolutely.
All right. I like you guys. 877-927-6969.
Yes, call that a sellout.
Yeah.
And I will for money. It's just a number.
I would have been like, I'm really tied to this number. I don't know. I got how much? See ya. It is the Penthouse on a Friday. Hope you guys are having a good day. Getting ready for the weekend. And we got a lot coming at you today. Also, we're going to tell you some things that you could do this weekend, which is going to be a lot of fun. Food and Wine Show is going to be down in Miami. That's huge. But there is a lot of things locally. Franny's going to tell you. You got a chance also to win Panther tickets at 12:45. We'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
A technology mogul has been branded a creep after he claims to have offered a woman $100,000 to do what on a flight?
Oops.
What do you think?
Join the Mile High Club.
Go a little more controversial than this.
Join the Mile High Club in blackface.
No.
The News Junkie. Weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
From the Gordon Partners Traffic Center. Have you or a loved one suffered from nursing home abuse? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
Got some slow traffic on the turnpike. That'll be northbound between Lake Worth Road and Southern Boulevard. I-95 currently accident-free right now and flowing freely, too. That's traffic. I'm Ricky Rousseau.
This report is sponsored by Audible. Tap into your well-being with Audible audiobooks, podcasts, and originals. Expand your life with expert insight and motivation for better health, habits, relationships, finance, and more. Start listening free when you sign up for a 30-day trial at audible.com.
Greek's Trifecta is sponsored by Smith, Ball, Baez, and Prather, Florida Injury Lawyers.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer? Can we sleep cooler? Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. And now save 50% on the new Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Limited time. Exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. Learn more at sleepnumber.com.
Spring training has arrived at Roger Dean Chevrolet Stadium. Come see the Miami Marlins and St. Louis Cardinals with tickets, mini plans, groups, VIP experiences, and more. On sale now. Visit RogerDeanChevroletStadium.com or stop by the ticket office today.
I'm Mark Anajar.
I'm Glenn Levine.
I'm Ellie Anajar.
And we're Anajar and Levine. Experience the Anajar and Levine difference by calling us with any of your legal needs. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In office, West Palm Beach.
Hey, it's the Greek, and Monroe's is open 7 days a week, and that means the beautiful girls are there 7 days a week, along with a 5-star menu. And start your weekend off right. On Friday night at Monroe's, it's Fetish Fridays. Stop in at Monroe's, have a great time with a lady, and enjoy their 5-star menu. It's a great atmosphere and a great time. Monroe's, the best talent around, is always there 7 days a week. Fetish Fridays, kick off your weekend right. Peace.
Is your financial advisor offering you up to a 30% upfront bonus? Are they promising you up to 10% growth per year guaranteed for your retirement income? If not, you need a new financial advisor. I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. If you plan to retire within the next 10 years, don't wait only to find out it's too late. I've seen hard-working folks like you retire only to be required to go back to work, all because their advisor told them guarantees like these were too good to be true. They're not. That's up to $30,000 up front or up to $10,000 per year on $100,000, all guaranteed for retirement income. Don't work when you're supposed to be retired. And if any financial advisor tells you it's too good to be true, they simply don't have the options we do. Call Trajan today at 561-390-1000.
Annuity guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company.
Ben, this is Jeff for the Atlantic Men's Clinic. The one you love is the light of your life. And if you're like most of us, you want to do whatever you can to nurture your relationship. But if you're suffering with erectile dysfunction, you know the impacts the condition is likely having on you and your partner. ED is a relationship destroyer. It can contribute to depression, distancing, conflicts, and even breakups and divorce. And what's so disturbing about this is that most men who suffer with ED can be successfully treated, but a lot of guys don't seek treatment when they should. At the Atlantic Men's Clinic, we have protocols that are effective in well over 90% of cases. In fact, if you're like most guys, you could be having great sex within a day or two of your first appointment, and maybe find you're performing like you haven't in a long time. So call the Atlantic Men's Clinic today. Your initial visit includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. Call 877-455-7300. That's 877-455-7300, or go to AtlanticMen'sClinic.com. We have 6 offices across South Florida to serve you.
Now Taxes is using Credit Karma, where TurboTax Expert can do your taxes for you. They'll get your refund so you can do more with it right in Credit Karma. Now this is taxes. Intuit Credit Karma with TurboTax. See guaranteed details at TurboTax.com/guarantees. Experts only available with TurboTax Live.
Boost Mobile built America's new 5G network and made it easier than ever to switch. And when you do, you can get a free Galaxy A15 5G. Need to hook up the whole family? With Boost Mobile, you can get 4 unlimited lines and 4 free 5G phones for only $100 per month. To switch, head to your local Boost Mobile store today and get your free Galaxy A15 5G or 4 unlimited lines and 5G phones for only $100. New customers only. Requires auto pay and ID verification. Other restrictions apply. See participating dealers for details.
The following heartwarming yet informative scene is brought to you by Trust and Will.
Son, your grandpa and I used to work on this car together, and when I'm gone, I want you to have it.
Wow. Thanks, Dad. Doesn't count. What you need is a will. Luckily, Trust and Will makes it easy. Designed by attorneys, but customized by you, you can easily create a state-specific, legally valid document that actually counts. Now, let's let the engine do the talking, am I right? Start your will at trustandwill.com. Use offer code COUNT for 10% off and make it count. Trust and Will is an online estate planning service. For details, see trustandwill.com.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. And now save 50% on the new Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Limited time. Exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. Learn more at sleepnumber.com.
Why pay more for prescriptions? Stop overpaying and start saving with SingleCare. It's easy. Find your prescription on singlecare.com, show the coupon at the pharmacy, and start saving. SingleCare works at pharmacies nationwide and is completely free to use, whether you have insurance or not. So the next time you fill a prescription, check SingleCare to make sure you're getting the best price. Take control of your prescription costs. Go to singlecare.com or download the free app today.
Some people just know you could save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Here's what's happening with the weather on Real Radio.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. It's a cool and breezy Friday out there. North-northeast wind around 15 up to 20 miles an hour at times through the day. Temperatures will be near 70 degrees, nice and comfortable with low humidity. Staying cool and comfortable as we head into your weekend as well. Skies are partly cloudy for your Saturday and Sunday with temperatures in the mid to upper 70s.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. It's Mattress Firm's President's Day sale. Get matched to your perfect bed now and sleep at night. Plus, if you see a lower price, they'll match it. Hurry and stop by Mattress Firm to upgrade today. Restrictions apply.
Why?
Why would you do that to me?
Los Angeles, 2021. A friendly neighbor appears out of nowhere and promises to make all my dreams come true.
Let's not forget that David Bloom was a professional con artist.
But my dreams soon turned into a nightmare. I'm Caroline DeMore. Listen as I take down my scammer on Once Upon a Con on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Once Upon a Con and start listening.
Greeks Trifecta is sponsored to you by Pillar Coffee Bar and Iced Treats.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
Must be nice to just be pretty and show up.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Are you ever worried that things that you say could have a lasting effect on me and my psyche?
Earlier you said it was a compliment, and now you're mad about it?
I'm just saying. Dom's here.
Hello. You're like, thanks for the compliment.
Yeah. He was so happy.
Oh, my gosh.
Then when you hear it back, it's like, ooh. I'm kidding. Hello, Francis.
Hi.
It's time for a trifecta. Send it to me.
Riders up. It's Greeks Trifecta.
George Steinbrenner will not be happy about this if he hears it up in heaven. The Yankees, for the first time in years, are going to allow players to have a well-groomed beard. Now, I wonder who's going to decide that, but for years, the Yankees were never allowed to have any facial hair on the mustache or beard, and they're changing it. Maybe they're going with the times. I don't know, but I am surprised about that. A little shocked about that. It's like when Notre Dame start putting names on the back of the jerseys sometimes, things that were for years and years and years, and I know things have to change. You change with the times, but I am a little bit surprised about that. Canada won last night. They beat USA 3-2. Great for hockey, NHL. First time in a long time I can even remember where they got the full boat. Everybody was watching them. Next to maybe sometimes the Olympics and the Stanley Cup. But there was no basketball really last night. So everybody was watching it, checking it out. And I think it was good for hockey, good for the players. And Gretzky was there. And it was great for NHL. So happy, good for them. And I know they're very happy about it. And the players seem to be very excited and enjoyed it. I mean, that's what you heard from the players, and they really liked it. So hats off to the NHL. They got a big win, and they should enjoy it, and maybe they can build on it a little bit more. I know a lot of people did bet on it last night because there was really not much else going on. The NBA, but it wasn't a full slate. And college was very limited last night. So if you had Canada last night, hats off to you. You made a great decision. That's it. So the Kelsey's brothers, one was playing in the Super Bowl a couple weeks ago, and the other one was gambling. So he said he was down in New Orleans, and he went to their casinos, and he lost a ton of money all weekend. Not that it matters because he makes so much money right now. But he said, yeah, he was playing craps, and he didn't have a good night. He lost a lot of money. The year before, he said he won a ton of money Super Bowl weekend, so he thought he'd do the same thing and be like, all right, let me try this and see what you can win. But, like gambling with anybody, you're going to win and you're going to lose. The more you do it, the more your chances are you're going to lose. So when you're up, just walk away. But he did say he had a good weekend, but he lost his ass. And the Eagles ended up beating the Chiefs. I wonder if he bet on the game. I wonder if he bets on the games. What do you think? Think he's like, no, he can't bet on games. That's right. He's not allowed to bet. He's an announcer.
Oh, you can't bet if you're an announcer?
No.
Huh, I didn't know that.
NFL rules, you cannot bet if you're involved with the team in any capacity or announce the games.
Even though he's an employee of the NFL?
Well, he's an employee of ESPN. So they don't I know they frown on them betting and I don't think they're allowed to bet. Okay. I think if you do have anything to do with the NFL, you cannot bet. I know referees obviously can. I know players, people who work for the organizations. They're very strict on that because they worry about inside information and different stuff like that. And if you're around the team, you're going to hear things in any sport. Who's hurt, who's not playing, maybe who doesn't feel good, stuff like that. I remember Sam Darnold years ago that one Sunday morning when he had mono, and that went out through the country, and he went to a CVS, I believe. It was a drugstore, maybe not CVS, but he went someplace and picked up medication for mono, and nobody knew he wasn't playing. It was the opening day against the Bills, I believe, and that spread through the country. Everybody bet the Bills. The Jets ended up losing. They went with their backup quarterback. But that's huge news. And there was somebody, I think, at the store who, was behind him in line or something like that, or somebody behind the counter and just told somebody, and all of a sudden, choom. But it was like, wow, like situations like that, that's big. I mean, it worked out. I remember it was a close game, but Buffalo did win. Greek Trifecta is sponsored by Pollard Coffee Bar and Ice Treats in Deerfield Beach in the Cove Shopping Plaza. Stop down there today and get lunch. You'll love it, or dessert. Over to Franny for this day in history.
On this day in history.
All right, we are going back in the day on February 21st. We're going to go way back 159 years ago in 1866. Lucy B. Hobbs became America's first female dentist. Oh, wow. Then 147 years ago in 1878, we have New Haven, Connecticut. The first telephone directory was issued. It contained 50 numbers, 11 homes, 38 businesses, and the police department. Then we have 94 years ago in 1931, Alka-Seltzer was first introduced. Thank goodness. You ever have Alka-Seltzer for hangovers? It's wonderful.
Is it?
Juliana, yeah. So this is Juliana Margulies. Are you familiar with her? She was on ER.
Oh, yes, I am, the actress.
Yeah, her dad helped come up with the famous Plop, Plop, Fizz, Fizz ad campaign.
Oh, wow, he wrote that. Wow, that's amazing.
78 years ago, 1947, Edwin H. Land demonstrated the first self-developing instant camera. It produced a black and white photograph in 60 seconds. You want to know what he called it? You want to guess?
What do you call it?
Yeah. Well, it's the first developing instant camera. Think about that.
I don't have a clue. Dom?
Cameras that develop themselves?
Is it a Kodak? No.
Nope. The first developing instant camera. Never had one growing up? And the cameras, and then the pictures come right out?
Oh, the Polaroid.
There you go. Polaroid.
We'll get there eventually. Just like the bedroom. Eventually.
77 years ago in 1948, NASCAR was founded. 60 years ago, 1965, Malcolm X was assassinated. They said allegedly by rivals from the Nation of Islam. He was only 39, was shot in the chest, they said, with a sawed-off shotgun. They said while two other men fired semi-automatic handguns. So, man, they were going after him. They said the autopsy identified 21 gunshot wounds.
Wow.
Terrible.
Yep.
Let's see. 59 years ago, 1966. 1 million years BC, starring the very sexy Raquel Welch, was released in the U.S. 57 years ago, 1968, the minimum annual salary for the MLB players became, do you want to guess, 57 years ago, 1968? The minimum annual salary for Major League Baseball.
61,000?
Do you want to guess, 57 years ago?
25,000.
Tom's closer. $10,000.
Wow.
Back in 1968.
Wow.
This year, the minimum, $740K. Yep.
Come a long way, baby.
Yeah. 55 years ago, 1970, the Jackson 5 debuted on American Bandstand. 44 years ago, 1981, Dolly Parton's 9 to 5 hit #1 on the pop charts. We have 39 years ago, 1986, the naughty erotic thriller 9.5 Weeks was released, starring, do you remember who?
Mickey Rourke and Kim Basinger?
Yeah. 37 years ago, 1988, Jimmy Swaggart confessed to his congregation that he had sinned by fornicating in a motel with a streetwalker named Deborah Murphy. She described him as cheap and quick.
Wow. Have some.
33 years ago, 1992, Kristi Yamaguchi won the Olympic medal in women's figure skating. Let's see, Midori Ito of Japan won silver, and Nancy Kerrigan got the bronze. 24 years ago, 2001, Eminem won 3 awards at the Grammys. Steely Dan won Album of the Year, 2 Against Nature, plus Best Pop Album and Best Group Pop Performance for Cousin Dupree. And that's what happened this day in history, February 21st.
Yeah, great job, Franny. Yeah, I don't think anybody ever wants to be known for being cheap. That's
no,
people hate
quick and cheap.
Yeah, both. That's both.
Yeah.
The cheap thing's bad.
47142 started off with Real Radio. And I think G-Man was Canada the whole time. So he says you can't bet against the U.S. Wait, hold on, because they put a quote. You can't bet against the U.S., he said numerous times. Oh, man. No, you were always on Canada, weren't you?
Yes.
Yeah, he was. Many years ago, I used to work in a deli that would do cold cut platters. I'll never forget what the owner of the business told me. One day, he said, the nicer it looks, the more it was touched. I believe it. Talking about the meat.
Oh, it's about something else.
The nicer it looks, the more it was touched. Let's see. It says, Franny, please cut Greek some slack today. He had the Celtics, and he had Canada last night, which is great for him. And in Cam Newton's situation, he just signed his big contract and wanted his number from Auburn. The player refused to give up his number and told Cam if he wants a number, he has to pay him $1 million. Cam told him, blank you. Do you remember that situation?
Yeah, I do remember that.
That's from Anthony.
I don't remember. I didn't remember the guy wanted $1 million. That I don't remember.
I knew it was something high.
Yeah, it was high. I remember that because he talked about it, Cam. I guess he ended up getting his number because he was number one in Carolina. They probably cut the guy. Probably like, you're out. You know what I mean? You got to know your worth sometimes. You'd be like, that's a lot. $1 million, though, is a lot. I mean, for the guy to ask him for that. I saw him on a podcast, actually, now that he talks about that, he mentioned it, Anthony. Thank you. About it, and yeah, he was pretty like, I'm not giving you $1 million for that. There's no way. I mean, that's when you just go to the GM and be like, what the hell's going on here? And I do remember, oh man, I remember the guy too that was a quarterback too. I forget his name off the top of my head, but I do see it. 877-927-6969. That's the number to call. If you got something special planned this weekend, let us know. Also, what did you think of Team USA and Canada playing last night? Seemed like everybody had some kind of interest in it. Even if you weren't a fan, people were watching it, and that's what they were.
They had it, yeah. I mean, there's really not much going on. I went to have dinner at Prezos and off PGA, and all the TVs had it on.
Yeah, I mean, where I was at a couple places, and everybody had it on, and they were rooting interest. And the game went on long, too. I mean, it went into overtime. It started pretty late. It started like almost 8:20, 8:30.
With all the little ceremonies and
yeah, it did. So it controlled the night. I'm sure the ratings were good last night.
Yeah.
You could also text us at Real Radio 47145.
Nope. Oh my God. 47142.
Whatever.
What is that?
2 to 5 is close.
All right. Well, they say that let's talk about narcissists, and then we're going to talk about condescending phrases you may say at work and don't realize. There has been a study that is out there talking about narcissists, and it kind of makes me laugh because you know if you're a narcissist, well, but you may not know, but you know somebody who is a narcissist, right? You just know who they're around. And narcissists, ironically, are more likely to, if they're ignored, it makes it worse. They hate to be ignored, so they just like turn it up a notch.
Yeah, my brother always talked to me about that as a therapist, and he always would tell me, like, you want to get somebody, ignore them.
But we're talking about narcissists in general.
No,
so are you a self-absorbed narcissist? Well, it's a good thing you're paying attention to yourself because no one else is, they say. A new study found people who act like they're better than everyone else are more likely to be ignored, rejected, and left out of stuff. Which I don't think I'm surprised, right? Yeah. That's not that surprising. So if you think you're the best but didn't get invited to the party this weekend, well, maybe it's because you think you're the best. Yeah. They said that we tend to avoid hanging out with people who act superior. Narcissists are also really good at noticing when they've been left out. So when it happens and they realize that, they tend to get defensive about it and act even more narcissistic. And it makes us want to hang out with you even less. So it's this vicious cycle, which is funny because you would think, well, I'm getting left out. Must be for a reason. Maybe I should check myself. No, it makes them like amp up. They're just like, all right.
I didn't want to go anyway.
Because I don't think they realize
usually
their behavior. So it's crazy. But yes, they said at work it might mean you're likely to be left out of email chains or have your ideas ignored. On weekends it might mean you're left sitting at home stumped by the fact that you didn't get invited to go out to the bar with a group of people. So maybe it's one of those things that you just kind of have a reality check with yourself.
It's tough. I mean, because, you know, if you're not even realizing that you're doing it, that's part of the problem. Mm-hmm. Like you said, if there's a party and you're like, hey, everybody's there and I'm not invited, you might think, well, who did the guest list? You know what I mean? How come I'm not there? But and it could be just the one person that doesn't like you, or there could be a lot of people. It's not great to obviously date one, and it's not good to marry one. Mm-hmm. It increases. But yeah, I mean, it's just life how it is out there.
So they talk about, you know, at work, maybe you're ignored with things and maybe you're saying things at work that you don't realize can be condescending. So they said that sometimes you can say things that may be taken in a backhanded way. And it happens in the workplace. It happens here on the show. I do it all the time. I agree. But companies find it hard to deal with what they call microaggressions. So it's up to workers. And they said these are 4 phrases in particular that are actually condescending. And these are ones that they say in particular in the workplace. It must be nice to just be pretty and show up.
Is that one?
Yeah. That is. It's a great example. They said here are 4 phrases that are actually condescending and should be left out of the conversation. I'm sorry you feel that way. Do you see that as being condescending?
No.
No?
I don't know. You're saying right up front, I'm sorry. I mean, I think if it was like, too bad you feel that way, kiss it, then.
Oh, yeah. They say that's why that's condescending, but you don't realize. They say that it's a weak attempt to express empathy that shuts down a conversation. That's the claim here. When you say that, they're like, it ticks the empathy box, so to speak, but it feels invalidating at the same time because it doesn't contain any language signaling that the listener is willing to dive into the source of the emotion that's being expressed. They said, plus, it's something parents use on their toddlers when they're throwing tantrums, and adults don't like to be treated like kids. The other one here, we've already tried doing that, and it didn't work. They're saying these are phrases you should leave out of the workplace because they can be seen as condescending. They say how you tell someone no can hurt or help your working relationship. They said any version or phrase, like we've already tried doing that, didn't work, is common to hear, and it can dismiss a new team member's fresh perspective. So they said, so instead of shutting down an idea immediately because something similar has been done before, the conversation can be approached with curiosity while providing some context to it. Like you shouldn't have to shut it down right away. Just kind of let them know, well, we did something similar to that. But I like that idea. Something, just don't shut them down.
Yeah, well, and everybody's also different. One person can do one thing, and then the other person can do it, and all of a sudden it works.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that happens. Other, different skills that you have, or maybe there's an ability, a connection you have with something. So I get that.
Yeah.
But I think this thing, like, hey, we did something similar, is nice.
They said you'll understand when you've done this longer. Another one. Assumptions about someone else's capabilities or seniority based on their age are very common at work. And to dismiss their experience doesn't mean that just because they haven't had tenure or, their age, instead of answering the question and providing insight, they said it's not a good way to go. Because even though they may be younger, not been there, it doesn't mean that they don't have great ideas or don't understand the job. And then they also have here at number 4, they say condescending phrases you shouldn't say in the workplace. Don't worry about those details. I'll handle it. They say a phrase like, let me just do that, maybe a coworker's way of expressing frustration, or it could be an attempt at being helpful. But when they do this, they said managers are more guilty of sounding patronizing when they do not explain their actions and they just say something like that. They say what happens, they're kind of cutting learning short for a team member. So seek to understand where an employee needs the support rather than making assumptions that they can't do it and you'll handle it instead of them.
Yeah, well, I can see that because they're looking at you like, don't worry about it. I got it. You can't handle it. So, of course, you might get offended, or you could turn around and say, hey, you could teach me and show me, and then I can handle it. It's one thing less on your plate because you're in management. You don't do jack all day anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so what do you really do? I mean, because you don't bring any money in. Oh, excuse me. Who was the next?
Who are you talking to?
That's it.
Just saying. No, I think some of those things, I don't know, like they're so light. Like, I don't know if I would feel that way if somebody said anything those to me.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the first one, like when somebody says, hey, I'm sorry that you feel that way. But, we've all been in situations with your boss or coworkers, and there might be, just something that you feel and the other person feels like, no. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes the boss will say to you, that's just the way it is. You know what I mean? And I'm the boss, and that's it. I've worked with people like that, even though they could be wrong, but they're like, hey, that's the way it is. Or they're making a bad decision, and you might talk to them, and they might be like, well, I just don't feel that way. And that's it. I mean, the conversation's done. If they want your opinion, they're going to ask you. And they're also going to ask you before they make a decision. That's another thing, too. Like, people will say sometimes when, you work with somebody, like, they made a decision, they come to you, and they go, well, what do you think? And I would always be like, well, you did it already, so what do you care what I think? Obviously, you don't care, right? If you cared, you would told me before you made the decision. But I don't know. I'm sorry you feel that way. I don't know if I would look at it that but everybody's different, like you said.
Mm-hmm. So we got a couple texts. 47142 started off with Real Radio. Says UPS did not allow its drivers to have. You're killing me. UPS did not allow its drivers to have beards or long hair past the shoulders for 110 years. It was changed because of religious beliefs and medical. They said some ethnicities get keloids from cuts due to shaving. Interesting. Says, have a great weekend, Penthouse. I'm not going to read that one.
Aw.
This one is definitely a shot at us. I've been listening to this radio station since the 90s, and every day I listen to this show, it makes me feel blessed that I was educated in New York and not New Jersey. Oh, goodness. Greek, how do you bet for Canada and not the USA? I don't care if you knew they would lose. You don't bet against the USA.
I agree 100%.
But he did anyways. And then it says, Mr. Greek, Cam Newton was number 2 at Auburn. I looked it up.
Oh, okay. I didn't remember what number it was.
There you go.
And I think there was the quarterback, it was Casey or somebody, I think it was a quarterback for Notre Dame who had number 2. I think. Oh, who was, was that, he went to Notre Dame, but he was on Carolina. That's right. So Cam then became number 1. I guess he was like, screw it. I'm not paying them the money. I'm not going to be 2. I'll be 1.
There you go. And then somebody, I think this is a condescending phrase, let's just assume that I'm right. Says, I would agree with you, but then we'd both be wrong. You're right. Let's do it the most expensive and time-consuming way. So somebody added to our list, and you can always participate on this text line. That number is 47142. You just have to start the text off with Real Radio. That's how I receive those text messages.
Yeah, something you don't want to say to your boss is you're ever talking to him, and if you say to them, hey, well, you're the boss, we'll do whatever you want. We'll do it your way. They don't like that. I've felt that over the years where they've said that.
Is that due to experience?
Yeah, I mean, or if you maybe you go over their head, not a great thing either. Like say you're in a meeting, you're like, oh, that's cool. And then like 10 minutes later, they get an email from somebody who's above them. They don't like that either. That's not a good thing to do. If you want your career to grow. If not, don't worry about it. Just do it. Take shots. 877-927-6969. That's the number to call if you guys want to get involved. Big weekend ahead of us. During the course of the show, Franny's going to tell us some things that are going on right in our area that you can take advantage of and have a great time. We'll be back with some Florida stories. And a keyword, today's your last day. This is it for you to win $1,000. Come on. Somebody win $1,000. Please. Peace.
The bad news, the brain isn't all that great at hearing stuff and remembering it. The good news, you can watch us too. Like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Real Radio 92.1.
A dream 30 years in the making is a reality. The Florida Panthers have won the Stanley Cup.
Your Stanley Cup Florida Panthers are back.
Markov looks around, but they score! They score! It was Ted Cole!
They've savored the taste of victory, but a new season is starting, and they're hungry for more.
Johnny scores! Gus Borsley beat the buzzer!
The Cats are back, and they're on the hunt for another championship.
Markov put right on a shot, and he scores! The overtime winner!
Listen all season long on Real Radio 92.1.
Start the celebration, South Florida. The Panthers have done it. Stanley Cup champions! Stanley Cup champions!
Your FM home for the Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers. Here's traffic on Real Radio.
A decent drive along your expressways. 95, we do have construction. 95 southbound after Congress Avenue blocking your right lane. Stay to the left of that. As for the Turnpike, currently accident-free, flowing freely as well. That's traffic. I'm Ricky Rousseau.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Looking for affordable blinds, shades, or shutters for your home? Don't hire an expensive pro. Check out Blindster.com, where we offer custom-made window coverings at guaranteed low prices with a team of pros ready to help you every step of the way. Blindster.com.
I'm John Morgan. When you call Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm, your very own army springs into action immediately, 24/7. Our investigators, legal staff, and over 900 lawyers work together to fight to get you the best result as quickly and easily as possible. Insurance companies know who we are, and now you know it too. This firm was built for greatness. This firm was built for you. Injured? Call your army. We're ready to roll. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
All right, all listen up. It's tax season, and Boost Mobile wants to turn your tax refund into 6 months of savings. When you buy 6 months on your best unlimited plans, Boost will give you another 6 months for free. Yes, you heard me correctly, another 6 months for free. Now, I'm no accountant, but that's a really good deal. So head to your nearest Boost Mobile store and make the most out of your refund. And I'll go back to my day job. Requires upfront payments, taxes and fees, extra terms and exclusions apply.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. And now save 50% on the new Sleep Number Limited Edition Smart Bed. Limited time. Exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. Learn more at sleepnumber.com.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Hey, it's the Greek for Pollard Coffee. They offer delicious food, amazing coffee, and house-made gelato that everybody will love. Their menu is crafted with fresh, premium ingredients, offering unique coffee recipes, and a taste that you'll never forget. They have it all there under one roof. If you want breakfast or lunch, it's a great place to stop in. Pollard Coffee in Deerfield Beach in the Cove Shopping Plaza. Take it from your boy. I give you winners every day in sports games. I'm giving you a winner today with Pollard Coffee. Stop in. Peace.
The Glass Chamber. All things vape and all things smoke. Exotic sodas, Pupco, Mike Tyson wraps, Raz, HQD, and the newest disposables. If you are not shopping at the Glass Chamber, what are you even doing? With the latest and greatest in the industry, why wouldn't you? Now open in Boynton Beach. 8 convenient locations. Visit GlassChamberFL.com and buy the best quality glass pieces and accessories from your favorite store online and have it shipped to your home. The Glass Chamber, your local smoke shop.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code EARN to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code EARN for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code EARN for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
For live radio to have lyrics, that's amazing.
You guys outdid yourselves.
Join the millions already on the new and improved iHeartRadio app.
Can I give it 6 stars?
Find your new favorite feature on the iHeartRadio app today.
iHeartRadio.
Here's the latest with weather on Real Radio.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. It's a cool and breezy Friday out there. North-northeast wind around 15 up to 20 miles an hour at times through the day. Temperatures will be near 70 degrees, nice and comfortable with low humidity. Staying cool and comfortable as we head into your weekend as well. Skies are partly cloudy for your Saturday and Sunday with temperatures in the mid to upper 70s.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. It's Mattress Firm's President's Day sale. Get matched to your perfect bed now and sleep at night. Plus, if you see a lower price, they'll match it. Hurry and stop by Mattress Firm to upgrade today. Restrictions apply.
What the Florida is sponsored by FAMU's MMERI. Educate, Learn, Talk.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free new and improved iHeartRadio app. Listen Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Rover's Morning Glory wants you to score some Red Zone revenue. Win $1,000 now. Enter the nationwide keyword credit at realradio921.com. That's credit. Enter it now at realradio921.com. And good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is The Penthouse on a Friday. Hope you guys are having a good day and listen to Rover. But also make sure you listen to Rover for those keywords. Dom, what is the key word this hour?
The keyword is credit.
Credit.
Yep, credit.
There it is. Keyword. Come on, somebody bail us out today.
What do you do with that word, Greek?
You know, just think hard. You can do this. I have faith in you.
I can't.
Just do it. What is our website?
Real Radio, WZ0.
No, what's our website?
921.com.
Oh my God. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be mean to him. I just can't.
No,
I shake my head. I just was like, he works here for 25 years.
Oh, it's not 25. It's 23.
Oh, my goodness. And the website has been the same for a very long time, and I say it a lot.
And he's only 35. He's worked here for 25 years.
Well, that's crazy since he was 10.
I'm not 35. If I was 35, then
RealRadio921.com, people.
Pretty simple, Franny. Come on.
You know, our radio station. It says it right. Do you see it right there? Right in front of your face?
Where?
Real TV. See it? Real Radio 92.1. See the logo?
Oh, it's right there.
Oh my God.
Wasn't even looking for it because that's Dom's box.
I can't wait.
For what? 2 o'clock?
Yeah.
Not offended.
Not offended.
Not even a little bit.
You shouldn't be.
Thank you. Time for some Florida stories.
Florida.
Did you say
Florida? I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
There's a lot going on in the Sunshine State. I got like 10 tabs open with stories, so I got to pick which ones I want. This is not good. There is a Florida man sentenced to federal prison for stalking and making threats to an ex-partner and her sister. So the Department of Justice announced a sentencing for this 30-year-old dude, Aaron, unfortunate last name, Pfister, of Bonita Springs, a years-long campaign of threats and harassment.
Time for a blueberry.
They said he sent threatening voicemails, including threats to kill the victims and their families, while threatening to kill and decapitate, her daughter. This is all over a breakup. Chill out, dude. He also made hundreds of harassing phone calls, slashed car tires, smashed headlights. They said hit a family's member with paintballs, tracked one of the victims with a GPS device. This guy is loco. The DOJ said one of the women fled the state of Florida, obviously, because of him, leaving behind her family and things just to get away from him.
Scary.
They said that, he's going to spend the next 2 years and 6 months in federal prison. I think that guy needs to be there a lot longer, but, who am I to say, right?
2.5 years? Not that long.
No, for all that stuff,
threats.
all those threats and years of doing it, to me, that ain't long enough. And then we're going to move to Collier County, where the resident there took a big risk to save an alligator who had a football stuck inside of its mouth. And it is crazy, the image, like it's just lodged in there. And that is pretty nice of somebody to do. Listen, I love all animals, but man, I don't know if I would go face to face with an alligator. That's tough. But Rick Green said he came up with a little plan Wednesday night to step in and save this gator from choking after seeing it. He actually saw it on his local Facebook page, so he didn't even see it in person.
Oh, wow. And he went?
He said, he saw it on Facebook. And someone had made a post about the alligator with the football stuck in his mouth. So I came over, found out where it was, said I came over here, and I thought perhaps I might have a little plan.
Wow. That's amazing.
Uh-huh. So they said cameras couldn't catch a good glimpse of the gator at night, so Rick volunteered to check on it. He's like, if I could get close enough to it, I might be able to pop the football with a knife, deflate it, something so the gator then could just spit it out, move on. He's like, but I tried to get close to him, and he just wouldn't let me anywhere close to him. So I told the wife about the plan. She hated it, of course.
Of course.
So he
she's
said,
right away, he's going to get killed.
He said, so I rounded the corner with a flashlight, but then he reached down by the shores of the lake. Like, did he just grab something? So while the initial plan may not have worked, he managed to successfully get the football from the gator's mouth.
Wow.
Yeah.
And the Dolphins are going to use it opening day.
They said before Rick freed the gator from the Florida Gator should. Yeah. Before Rick freed the gator from the football, Florida Fish and Wildlife were contacted about the animal. They say the football is now in Rick's possession. So he got himself a keepsake for it.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, and that was good. That was very, very nice of him.
Most people would have not done that.
You're right. Most people not. That's why they just posted pictures. Hey, this gator. And that's the thing. You should have called Florida Fish and Wildlife because they would have handled it. But this guy went and did it himself. So.
Well, thank God it worked out and he didn't get injured either.
Yes. And then we have a man seen walking around FAU in Boca, nearly naked, was arrested for pulling a fire alarm and threatening to unleash a chemical weapon on campus.
Oh, God.
FAU Police Department responded to the university's Culture and Society building after receiving a report of a man nakedly walking around. So responding officers received a call that the fire alarm of one of the buildings was activated. The suspect, who was later identified as Stephen Barbary, 52, was apprehended on campus. They said that they asked him why he pulled the fire alarm, and he said he wanted to. That's it. I just wanted to. Furthermore, he said he was going to use a chemical weapon from his portable phone charger to burn the building down. And if it burns down, he was going to watch people suffer. This guy is crazy. He claimed that this is the calm before the storm, is what he said.
Uh-oh.
That is
dangerous.
Yeah. He had been accused of threatening the use of a weapon of mass destruction and false alarm of fires. We got to keep an eye on this guy, don't you think?
I think 100%.
Jesus.
And he said this is just the beginning? Not good.
Yeah. And then finally here, I'll save my other stories for 1 o'clock hour. Eric Mabius. Not super familiar, face is familiar, but if you watched Ugly Betty and you like Hallmark movies, you're like, yeah, I've seen this guy before. So he is a 53-year-old television star, and he was arrested after an altercation right here in Florida. Happened yesterday morning. So that incident happened at the Goat on Lofton Square Court, where he was hanging out with a woman, and they were very intoxicated, creating a disturbance. Witnesses said after the bartender asked the woman to leave multiple times, that's when this Eric Mabius dude and the woman began spitting on several people.
Oh, Jesus.
It's so gross.
Ugh.
Spitting is so gross.
What are you doing?
He has been accused of pushing another woman to the ground and pulled out a fistful of her hair.
Oh, God.
Deputies said bystanders pulled him away from the woman. When deputies arrived, they said that he became increasingly belligerent outside the bar, didn't comply with instructions to remain seated during the investigation. They said at one point he tried to walk behind a deputy, forcing them to escort him back to a bench and place him under arrest. They said this type of behavior will not be tolerated in our community, regardless of celebrity status. People probably had no idea who he was. Our deputies quickly dealt with an uncooperative individual, and we're thankful no one was seriously injured. Said the victim declined to press charges. Why? You got a chunk of hair taken out. He pushed you to the ground. But maybe and the woman were arrested for simple battery anyways and resisting without violence. And that is your What the Florida.
Thank you, Francis. Great job. We do it twice a show, 11:05 and 1:05. Don't forget today at 12:45, your chance to win tickets for the Panthers this Saturday night as they take on Seattle. How many selfies do both of you guys have in your phone? The average number.
Selfies? We can look.
Yeah, it's a high number. For me, it is. I don't have a lot of pictures on my phone.
Well, you can tell. Do you want to see? I'll show you how. You pull up your photos, and then there's actually a selfies link, right?
Yeah, I definitely don't have a.
When you see, there's videos, selfies, live photos. Mm-hmm. I have 2,150.
Wow, selfies?
That's what it says. Yeah.
My God.
But so if you look, because the way that the camera, the angle is, so one of the first ones is of my mother-in-law and I. So it's not just me, but it's just because I've taken the picture like this. But look, so when I go on my selfies, it's me and girlfriends. It's me. Yeah. So it's not just my face alone.
It's not really selfies. It's just me in the photo more.
Yeah, but it's the way that the angle, right? We're doing it with the screen facing us. That's why they consider it a selfie. But I have a ton. I'm looking at a majority of my selfies. I'm not by myself.
I have 42.
Okay. Yeah.
Are
you by yourself in all of them? I'm not by myself. So you can see.
I'm sure there's people in.
I have 1,200.
Yeah, a majority is of there's some people. Yeah. You have 1,200. What did I say I had? So I had
Out of 44,000.
I know, that's crazy.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah,
Wow.
so I win this one. 2,150. I win that one, Dom.
The average person has 177. So that's what this article said, selfies. So I'm way under. It's also, I'm not a real big fan of myself, so I don't like to take selfies. 877-927-6969. Tell us where you're at. 177 is the average selfies. Dom's way over. You have a ton of stuff on your phone. You do. Some of it's work, though, a lot of it's, different things. But 177 is the average. And you're way over that.
Oh, when I go to like Ultra, I'll probably take 10, maybe 5,000 to 6,000 photos at least.
Really?
Yeah, throughout those 3 days.
That's a ton. I won't take that many in the next couple of years. That's amazing. Oh, man. Yeah, so 177 is the average. If you want to give us a call and maybe get into it, like how many
I
you have.
I feel like that's not a lot.
That's what this article
Yeah,
said.
yeah. No, but I feel like that 177 is a really low number.
Yeah, I'm really low. I'm 42. But
you don't really take photos that often.
Yeah, I really don't. Out and about here, do videos, different things like that for the station. But yeah, Dom's got a ton. Let us know how many you have. And 177, and this article said that is about the average. 877-927-6969. That's the number to call.
G-Man, today's your day. It's Happy Language Day.
Oh, nice. I crushed the language.
Is it less than a week till G's birthday?
Yeah. The 26th. We'll be at Honda Classic, or Cognizant Classic, excuse me. So
yeah,
if you want to come check us out at the Tito's Clubhouse on the 26th of February, you can
buy G-Man a drink.
Buy him a drink.
I might get a tattoo.
Give him a kiss on the cheek, spank him, I don't know how many times, and tell him happy birthday. But yeah, it says Happy Language Day, or technically International Mother Language Day is a name, and it's been celebrated since the 70s. They said over 7,000 languages are spoken around the world. In fact, it's 7,164. But almost half of the world's countries have one of just 10 as their official language. Babbel looked at how many native speakers there are for each one. So just people from places where it's the official language. Do you know? And it's been number one for a while. Do you know the number one language? And by that, I mean the most spoken language in the world.
Ooh. Dom, have a guess?
When you think about the amount of people who speak it.
The number one language in the world, I would go with like Chinese.
You would be correct. Nice job, Dom.
Good job.
1.3 billion native speakers. Just saying Chinese lumps a bunch of dialects together, but around 900 million of them speak Mandarin. So Spanish, I was surprised, number 2, 486 million. It's the official language, of course, Spain, Mexico, and most of South America. English, 380 million, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're number 3. Arabic, 4. Hindi, 5. And Bengali.
Oh, Bengali.
237 million, spoken in parts of India and Bangladesh.
Can you speak that, Jay? I didn't know that.
Benlangle? Yes, I can.
What did you call it?
Benlangle?
No, Bengali. And then Portuguese, Russian, Japanese, and Lunda, which I was not familiar with, and that's India and Pakistan. That's what they speak. But yeah, that's the top 10 for native speakers. But they said if you look at the total worldwide, the results are different. So English, number 1. It's spoken by 1.5 billion people. They say then it's Mandarin, Hindi, Spanish, Arabic, and then French.
How about the language of love? Where does that rank?
It's you
Didn't make
know
the
what?
list.
Let's make it number 1. I don't know, Jimmy.
Okay.
I don't have it here.
Dom, we have on hold.
We have Jim on the phone.
Jim, what's happening?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Listen, I don't know where you get your data from, but I checked my selfies, and I'm 179. So that's, you said it was 177 is the average?
Yeah, so you're right there.
You're right there.
And I'm 100, which is really weird because I'm a good-looking guy. So I would normally take a lot of pictures of myself. So I'm very, very surprised I only have that little amount.
Well, maybe you deleted, Jim. Maybe you're like, you know what? That's
Yeah, but that's the average.
Yeah.
Right on. I mean, that's a good thing. I only have 42.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've seen you, so I understand.
You understand what?
No, I mean, I said I've seen you before, so I understand you only have 42.
So what are you saying? I'm ugly?
Well, I didn't say that.
Oh my
Well,
goodness.
you call a radio show and you call somebody ugly. You know, that hurts their feelings and what they think. I mean, you know, I got therapy this afternoon for Franny. Now I got to add you and say,
Yeah, Jim.
yeah, Jim called me ugly. Wow, that hurt, Jim. I would never do that, but I was raised differently.
Nah, Chris, we love you.
That's all right. I mean,
You're good looking guy.
I've never been called ugly. It's different.
I think Jim was just kidding. I think he was
Jim's fine.
He was kidding. He was kidding.
Jim can speak for himself.
I'm 100% kidding.
I'm kidding.
I love you guys.
No, we love you,
You're all
Jim.
good looking, which is a good thing. But yeah, that's about it.
Well, thanks,
That's all
Jim.
I got for you today.
All right, buddy. You have a nice weekend. Thanks for listening always.
You. All right, thanks, guys. Have a good one.
877-927-6969. Let's take shots of Greek.
So
tonight.
average women has 200. They said average people in general 177, women 200. They say the average man has about 155 on his cell phone. Is the claim here? Let's see.
Tom's way over the number.
What is I guess somebody has 296. They just text 296. I'm assuming that means how many selfies they have. I was way over. I had more than Dom. I think I was at like 2,000 something.
Oh, yeah. She has more than you?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, you're pretty. I can see that.
But like I said, a number of them.
Excuse you.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
A number of them are not.
You're just in them. You're not alone.
Yes.
So if you were with somebody and you saw they have like 1,000 all
And it's just them.
you're like, ooh, that could be a red flag.
Like I got selfies of my dog with me and all that too.
Yeah.
That's nice. But if you were with somebody and they're like, oh, or somebody said to you, take a selfie of me. You're with them and they're out. They're like, you want to take a picture of me? I'm like, oh, okay.
Speaking of, my dog had her training session yesterday,
Oh,
and
how'd you do?
I couldn't go because I was I was shopping with my mother-in-law, so my husband went by himself.
Ooh.
And last week went really well too, and this week she's crushing it. But my husband said that she's the star pup.
Oh, nice.
The instructor said that she is very advanced and she's doing really well.
So when you were doing this, and I know there's a lot of people who have dogs who want to think about training them. I've heard a lot of people say, do you see a difference at home?
Kind of. Yeah, it's more like when we go out for walks and stuff like that, because when she's home, she's just there and then she's playing and she's with the other dogs.
Well, I mean,
but she is out of the eating the floorboards phase. She's
good.
she's not counter surfing as much as she is. She's paying more attention. She listens to the commands, but we're learning new commands every single time. And last week was loose leash walking. But I told my husband, I said, I'm finding out, and I did mention this on air too, it really, really is more us that's getting trained, more so than the dog.
Okay.
It really is.
So the way you handle the pet.
Yeah, the way we handle it, the commands, what we do. I'm just learning things, and everything they do has to be rewarded with food. Like, they are so food driven. Eventually, it doesn't, but as of now,
sounds like people.
I know.
I was
Me
gonna
too.
say
I
the
like
same
getting
thing.
rewarded with food. I get it. I
Want to go
get
out to
it.
dinner tonight?
Yeah.
I got to give you a reward. You were
get
great
it.
last night in the Zach.
Yeah, no, but it's good. So I think we have 2 more sessions, and then we're going to continue on. I want to get to the point eventually where she's able to be somewhat like a therapy dog, where she can go to hospitals and stuff like that.
Oh, that's very nice.
Yeah, I think it would be fun, because every time we take her out, everybody's like, oh my God. It was one. And just note to self, we took her to the green market. I don't mind her getting pet and loved on. I don't mind at all. In fact, she adores it. I do. I love that people think that she's so cute.
Mm-hmm.
But don't do this. There was a girl stranger at the green market, just was like, ugh, grabbed her and kissed her head like 20 times. Like, stranger.
Really?
Left lipstick all over my dog's
Oh, my.
head.
Oh, my God, that's
I was like, who? I didn't say anything at the time because I'm not, I didn't even know. I was just like, but I was like, when is she going to stop kissing my dog? And then when she left, there was lipstick all over her head.
I hate when people
Just
do that to me.
don't do that. Don't. Right? Just don't. You can say hi. You can hug her. I don't care. Take a picture. Whatever. Just don't basically make out with the top of my dog's head. It was and lipstick is not easy to get out. Fur, by the way.
That's a little different.
It was.
It's somebody a little
I was
bit out
very
there.
caught off guard. I was like, is this really happening?
Was this
right now?
early in the morning?
Well, yeah, it was the green market, so maybe like 11 or 10. I don't know. Yeah.
Think she was smacked?
I don't know. I don't think so.
That's a
But
little
she was
crazy.
like with her boyfriend, and her boyfriend didn't even say anything. I was like, this is not weird to you?
No, every day.
This is not weird to you.
She usually does it to other guys. So actually, a dog's a little bit less. A little bit less we're happy about. No, I think that is a little crazy if somebody went up to your dog and kissed it on the forehead 20 times.
Yeah.
877-927-6969. U.S. and Canada last night. Were you watching and were you into it? A lot of people seem to be and excited, and obviously went into overtime. which was great. I'm sure the ratings were good. Think it went over 20 million or way too high?
I would say 17 million.
All right.
It's a good number. We'll find out, right? A couple days.
Yeah.
So, somebody wants to know, Dom, do you consider D-pics a selfie? I mean, I guess it kind of is, right? If you're doing it like this. If the screen of the camera is, it's a selfie. And then it says, if Dom is an only child, he is still the least favorite. LMAO, love the show, and Babanya, can't believe Franny isn't on vacation yet. I'm on a roll. Yes, you are, Chris. 47142 started off with Real Radio. That's how you can text us.
But Franny's got a couple trips planned. She's going to Bourbon Street.
Yeah, I'm going to.
You remembered? and then she's going to Georgia for her sister-in-law's wedding.
Thank you for paying attention. Yeah. Next week.
He probably wrote it down in front of him.
I know.
On his hand.
I'll be here next week, but yes, I'm taking a few days off because Mardi Gras goes on for a while and Carnival starts in January. It's months of events and parties and stuff, but the official end and the big party is Fat Tuesday. That's the end of Mardi Gras, and so that is when you definitely want to be there. So I'm going Saturday and coming back Wednesday. So
when you were here last time, did you step into any of the casinos in New Orleans or no?
I did before. Okay. It was a while ago. I went to Harrah's.
Yeah, I think that Harrah's.
Yeah.
Now, did they have them on the water, like the boats, like in Mississippi, or are they just on the land?
No, it's a building. It's a hotel casino. Yeah.
I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
My buddies were talking about it too. They went to the Super Bowl. They got crushed.
Yeah, there's a few.
Yeah.
I love New Orleans. It's a fun town.
I heard it got cold there like yesterday or today.
Yeah, and they were part of that whole crazy flooding that happened in Kentucky and stuff. I mean, a bunch of people died. It was really, really sad. But Louisiana got a ton of rain too. So. Yeah, it was cold. I know somebody who lives there, and she was just like, man, I wish I'd go away. But I looked, and it looks like, because you never know. It can be rainy, it can be hot, and so you just kind of pack for everything. But I looked, and it's supposed to be in the 60s, 70s, so not terrible. Yeah.
It's cold here today.
Yeah.
I woke up, I was like, oh, my God.
So we're going, 8 girls are going. We got an Airbnb, and then we're meeting my girlfriend, Virginia. Her sister lives there in New Orleans. She's got a really beautiful place, her and her husband. So we're all going to meet up, and on Fat Tuesday, a lot of people dress up themed.
Okay.
So whatever it may be. I know when I went with my family, my sister and I were like mermaid themed. We're actually going to do a mermaid thing one day, the girls and I. But I came up with an idea, and I thought it was fun to be, remember the Care Bears? But like cute ones. But instead of Care Bears, we call it like Dare Bears, like naughty Care Bears. Oh. So instead of the heart rainbow, I'm going to be Tequila Bear because I love tequila. My sister's going to be Champagne Bear.
Oh, okay.
We're all going to be different ones, and we're theming our outfits and making them around there, and like cute little fuzzy ears and little skirts. And so
is it going to be slutty or no?
Well, maybe a little, depending on the girl, I guess, because we're all creating our own costumes.
That's nice. Take some pictures.
Yeah, so it could be a little slutty.
All right, good. You got 8 girls. We get a calendar.
Yeah, could be slutty Care Bears, and I love it. So my girlfriend Christy, who I adore, she's gonna be Blackout Bear because she doesn't black out. We gave her the idea. She's like, "Oh yeah, that's a good idea."
Because she blacks out.
Kidding, she really doesn't. But she parties. She parties hard, and she has a good time. But so we all just had these different themes for bears, and so I will definitely take a lot of pictures. It should be fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It is the Penthouse on a Friday. We're going to come back with a trifecta, and Franny's going to give us our first round of things you can do this weekend.
Round of shots? Oh, no.
First round of things you could do this weekend.
Yeah.
Can't believe the Yankees are going to let their players wear beards. That's going to affect me. All right, we'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
And they said 1 in 7 men and 1 in 10 women in the United States don't have a single friend.
Do you think any of this group of people would make a good radio host? Because, like, you of the 3 of us are the closest to having no friends.
Oh, wow.
The News Junkie. Weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
From the Gordon Partners Traffic Center. Have you been injured in a motor vehicle accident? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
A decent drive along your expressways. 95, we do have construction. 95 southbound after Congress Avenue blocking your right lane. Stay to the left of that. As for the Turnpike, currently accident-free, flowing freely as well. That's traffic. I'm Ricky Rousseau.
This report is sponsored by True Green.
We're back in the Miller's Yard, who now use True Green.
Their lawn started looking like a fairway, and pro golfers started showing up.
They love playing this lawn.
Get a PGA Tour quality lawn for as little as $1 a day at TrueGreen.com. Exclusions apply. See TrueGreen.com for details.
Hey, it's the Greek, and Monroe's is open 7 days a week, and that means the beautiful girls are there 7 days a week, along with a 5-star menu. And start your weekend off right. On Friday night at Monroe's, it's Fetish Fridays. Stop in at Monroe's, have a great time with a lady, and enjoy their 5-star menu. It's a great atmosphere and a great time. Monroe's, the best talent around, is always there 7 days a week. Fetish Fridays. Kick off your weekend right. Peace.
The Glass Chamber. All things vape and all things smoke. Exotic sodas, Pupco, Mike Tyson wraps, Raz, HQD, and the newest disposables. If you are not shopping at the Glass Chamber, what are you even doing? With the latest and greatest in the industry, why wouldn't you? Now open in Boynton Beach. 8 convenient locations. Visit GlassChamberFL.com and buy the best quality glass pieces and accessories from your favorite store online and have it shipped to your home. The Glass Chamber, your local smoke shop.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. And now save 50% on the new Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Limited time. Exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. Learn more at sleepnumber.com.
You wouldn't know it, but most financial advisors are put in a box. I'm Jeff Jr. from Trajan Wealth, and I want to provide you a little insight about financial advisors. Most financial advisors have to sell what their company requires them to sell, and many advisors have to only adhere to what's called a suitability standard. A suitability standard is a limited standard of care, not requiring what's sold to be best, just suitable. Advisors with this loose standard often have limited investment and product selection. Trajan Wealth is held to a fiduciary standard, which is the highest standard of care in the advisory business. And that's just one of the many reasons we have billions of dollars under our care and attract clients from other advisors. Raise your standards today and call Trajan Wealth. Call 561-390-1000. That's 561-390-1000.
Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
Attention! Guarantee Media is giving away 4 days in Jamaica, Bahamas, or Punta Cana, Dominican Republic with hotel and airfare included for just $99. Here's how. Be one of the first 50 listeners to name a country without the letter A in its name, and you'll be off to a vacation to the Caribbean. Text your answer to 96551. That's 96551. And you'll get 4 days in Jamaica, Bahamas, or Punta Cana, Dominican Republic with hotel fare included. That's right. Be one of the first 50 to text the name of a country without the letter A in its name, and you'll go on a 4-day vacation to the Caribbean. Text your answer to 96551. That's 96551. Be one of the first 50 listeners to name a country without the letter A in its name and get 4 days in the Caribbean with hotel and airfare included for only $99. Text your answer to 96551. That's 96551. This promotion is paid for by Guarantee Media to solicit vacation ownership sales and is not affiliated with iHeartMedia. Terms and conditions apply.
All right, all listen up. It's tax season, and Boost Mobile wants to turn your tax refund into 6 months of savings. When you buy 6 months on your best unlimited plans, Boost will give you another 6 months for free. Yes, you heard me correctly, another 6 months for free. Now, I'm no accountant, but that's a really good deal. So head to your nearest Boost Mobile store and make the most out of your refund. And I'll go back to my day job. Requires upfront payments, taxes and fees extra. Terms and exclusions apply.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. And now save 50% on the new Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Limited time. Exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. Learn more at sleepnumber.com.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
The following heartwarming yet informative scene is brought to you by Trust and Will.
Son, your grandpa and I used to work on this car together, and when I'm gone, I want you to have it.
Wow,
Thanks, Dad.
Doesn't count. What you need is a will. Luckily, Trust and Will makes it easy. Designed by attorneys, but customized by you can easily create a state-specific, legally valid document that actually counts. Now, let's let the engine do the talking, am I right? Start your will at trustandwill.com. Use offer code COUNT for 10% off and make it count. Trust and Will is an online estate planning service. For details, see trustandwill.com.
Why pay more for prescriptions? Stop overpaying and start saving with SingleCare. It's easy. Find your prescription on singlecare.com, show the coupon at the pharmacy, and start saving. SingleCare works at pharmacies nationwide and is completely free to use, whether you have insurance or not. So the next time you fill a prescription, check SingleCare to make sure you're getting the best price. Take control of your prescription costs. Go to singlecare.com or download the free app today.
Meal planning is work, so let Fresh from Florida help. Learn what's in season, browse hundreds of recipes, and get tips from Chef Justin by visiting freshfromflorida.com. Eat healthier with Fresh from Florida. There's sunshine in every bite.
For more information about contests on this station, visit realradio921.com/rules.
Car accident? Visit smithball.com to learn more about our past huge results and how we can help.
Sarah Spain for iHeart Women's Sports, presented by Capital One. The first annual PVF All-Star Match is this Saturday, February 22nd in Indianapolis. Every team in the Professional Volleyball Federation will be represented in the game, featuring two 12-person rosters. The Atlanta Vibe, Orlando Valkyries, and Vegas Thrill lead the way with 4 players apiece. You can catch the game on CBS on Saturday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern. For more women's sports stories, subscribe to Good Game with Sarah Spain on iHeart Podcasts.
Capital One is a founding partner of iHeart Women's Sports Network. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy and turn everyday purchases into extraordinary trips. The Venture X card from Capital One. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 commercial-free stations waiting for you to explore right now, like Motown Sounds. My girl, my the very best Motown from the Supremes, Stevie Wonder, Smokey Robinson, and more. Open the free iHeartRadio app, search Motown Sounds, and listen now. Commercial free. iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
Greek's Trifecta is sponsored by Precision Garage Door of South Florida. Precision Door, a name you can trust.
You're listening to Real Radio 92.1, and we are an iHeart radio station. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is The Penthouse on a Friday. Thanks so much for always tuning in to Real Radio. Don't forget, 12:45, your chance to get Panther tickets for this Saturday night. They are the champs. We're going to put you right there. So pay attention at 12:45. And you should always be listening for the keyword, what our buddy Rover. What is it this hour, Dom?
This hour, it is credit.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Dom's in the house. Good morning.
And you take credit and you put it, you go to realradio92.1.com and you put it in there.
You got jokes today? I told you look good. You got a haircut.
I'm just saying. It's
Good.
for our listeners.
That's good.
You want a winner, don't you?
Yeah, I do. But
We do.
I'm starting to lose a little faith. I got to be honest with you. It's going to be tough. Today's the last day. Franny's here.
What's up?
And it's time for a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
All right, last night was the finals in the Four Nations tournament for hockey, and Canada won 3-2 in overtime. Very good game, very exciting. I think it's very good for hockey. They got center stage, and also I do think they got a lot of new fans. There was a lot of people watching this because it was thrown at you everywhere who weren't really even hockey fans, or maybe occasional fan here and there, but they were checking it out and rooting on Team USA, and that's what it's all about. So hats off to the NHL. Great move. Yankees, first time in 50 years, they're going to allow their players to have some facial hair, mustaches, and beards, long as they're well-groomed. I wonder who's going to decide that. Like you walk in, you'd be like today, Dom got a haircut, and his beard is very well-groomed today. So today I would let you play right field and bat 7th for the Yankees. But if it gets out of line.
But like a couple days ago, it was out of line.
It was out of line. I don't think you walk in for play for the Yankees and look like you're on ZZ Top. I don't think they're going to allow that. Or Santa Claus. But yeah, if you keep it well groomed, the Yanks are like, you know what? We're going to allow this. Miami Heat are in Toronto as they start their second half of the season without Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler, to me, I don't understand him. He was on a podcast yesterday and how much he loved his teammates. It's a great organization. And I'm like, is this the guy the last like month and a half wanted to get out of Miami so bad? But he said, yeah, love those guys. With him 6 years. And he said, in a great organization. It made no sense to me. First of all, he's on a podcast. I get that. But I would just be like, hey, we had our differences. He is coming back to Miami in March. And he said it'll be a personal game for him. I would expect Jimmy to have a very good game when the Warriors come here at the end of March. Greek Trifecta is sponsored by Pollard Coffee Bar and Ice Treats in Deerfield Beach in the Cove Shopping Plaza. So today is Friday, tomorrow is Saturday, and then after Saturday, guess what? It's Sunday, so it is the weekend, and now Franny's going to tell us some things that are going on this weekend that maybe you can stick your toe into and shake it all around.
Shake it all around. All right, hold on one second. Yeah, and Real TV. So, yeah, we got a lot of things going on, a lot of events, a lot of festivals. And I always say, if you have anything you ever want to share with me, you can absolutely do so. That text line is 47142. Start it off with Real Radio. Where's my list? Here we go. All right. Well, if you like country music, Scotty McCreery is going to be playing tonight, Pompano Beach Amphitheater. Oh, they call that the Amp. That's going on tonight. We also, let's see, February 21st, 8 p.m., all ages, doors open at 6:30. Then, of course, you got the South Beach Food and Wine Festival kicked off yesterday. Events going on through Sunday. It's such a great time. I'm telling you, I think that Saturday, Sunday, if you've never done it, that Goya Grand Tasting Village is a great way to... I was going to say a word I probably shouldn't. But that's a great way to introduce yourself to the South Beach Food and Wine Festival. It's so much fun. They have all kinds of Food Network talent on stages doing cooking demos. You eat and drink your heart out, all these samples of stuff. It's right on the beach. It really is a great time, so you can do that. I know they have a bunch of really cool events. Tacos and Tequila is going on, hosted by Aaron Sanchez. If you're familiar with the Food Network, you would know who he is. That is tomorrow night. They are having the Asian Night Market sponsored by Alpha Media, hosted by Andrew Zimmerman going on. Mike's Amazing Burger Bash. That's hosted by Rachel Ray.
Oh, cool.
Coca-Cola presents Tournament of Champions. That's tonight, hosted by Guy Fieri. All kinds of really cool events you should check out. I know they do a Bubbles or boot camp like that. That's Chef Robert Irvine. That's tomorrow morning at Nikki Beach. I've done that before. It's fun. It's a workout.
Oh, cool.
And then after you're done working out, you go over to this area, Nikki Beach, and they have this beautiful brunch set up with champagne and wine and food. It's a great time. So highly recommend that going on this weekend. Then Mr. Swindle's Traveling Peculiarium. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Still in Boca. This weekend's the last weekend in Boca, and then it's going to be moving over to Jupiter. So right now, Meisner Park area, you'll see a big pop-up tent that they put there for the circus tent. They're moving over to Jupiter on the 27th. Really great time. I'm probably going to try to get out there before they move on to the next city and go check them out in Jupiter. But this is a spectacle. Jaw-dropping acts like Deadly Games from America's Got Talent. There's this hair-hanging levitation. Have you seen that where the women actually are like hang from their hair and twirl around? Really cool.
That's impressive.
Trapeze stunts. This is an adults only, because you're like, oh, circus. No, it's adults only because it's got some adult humor. Very fun. It's very sexy. Thrilling performance. Comedy. It truly is an unforgettable evening. And before that, they do this whole like pre-show drinks and bites, what they call in the Drinkery Garden before the main event. Tickets start at just $55. Then, let's see, moving on to Saturday, the Lake Worth Beach Painting Festival is going on this weekend, and it's going to be a beautiful weekend. For that. Just a nice little crisp chill to the air. It's going to be a beautiful sunny weekend.
Bring your brush.
So I love it. They say lasting only until the next raindrop. But the Street Painting Festival, if you've not been, super cool. It turns the asphalt right there into amazing artwork. Lake Worth Beach Street Painting Festival features temporary masterpieces in an open air museum is what they call it. They're going to have over 600 artists.
Wow.
Yeah. That are going to be out there making these masterpieces. Live entertainment. There's going to be some great bands out there. They're going to have food vendors, local international cuisines going on, and of course, family-friendly activities. That starts tomorrow, 10 to 9, and then Sunday, noon to 7. Then go check out, I work this one all the time. Unfortunately, I won't be able to, but I got my friends working out here. So make sure you go say hi to them. Turtle Fest, Juno Beach. This is a free event. It used to be one day. Now it's 2 days this year. Kicks off 10 o'clock tomorrow, goes till 6. Then 10 to 4 on Sunday. That's Loggerhead Marine Life Center. And just so you know, those bartenders that are hustling, all those tips, they go to Loggerhead Marine Life Center.
Oh, that's nice.
Yep, we've raised a ton of money during Turtle Fest that goes to Loggerhead Marine Life Center. So you can enjoy a day filled with music, art, shopping, games, plenty of family-friendly activities, and it's right there on the beach. Sea turtle encounters, interactive education, live music, performances, delicious food and drinks. And we typically have a cocktail, like a craft cocktail. This year, we're going to have Sailfish Brewing Company beers, cocktails featuring Tito's vodka.
Nice.
Vita Cana rum. Yeah.
Nice.
So they do a good job.
Tito's.
We got tomorrow Ribs and Brewfest 2025, Unlimited Barbecue and Brews, Boca Raton, 6 to 11, Sunset Cove Amphitheater.
Wow, there's a lot going on.
I know. Where you can taste samples from top regional rib masters, local breweries, and after you've savored it all, vote for your favorites rib and beer vendors because they compete for about $25,000 in prizes. And you can enjoy live music by Girlfriend Material, great band. And they're going to have a DJ Boom is going to be there. But they have games like giant beer pong, a golf truck simulator will be there, all kinds of oversized fun games. Sounds like a blast. Fast Lane Driver Car Show going on tomorrow, 1:30 to 2:45. Showtime's 3 to 6. Harborside Place in Jupiter if you like some old-timey cars. West Palm Beach Green Market is still going on until 8:30 in the morning. Of course, we have the Florida Panthers playing tonight, too. We'll be giving away a 4-pack of tickets for that. And a bunch more. G-Man, do you have anything going on this weekend that we need to know about? Dom, is there anything, radio station-wise, anything that we need to know about?
Cool 105.5 will be at the Payway in Royal Palm Beach from 3 to 5 p.m. tomorrow.
All right, there you go. So that's if you like Chinese food, that's a good place to go. I think they have a couple of sushi things, too.
Cool.
How about you, G-Man, anything?
Monroe's, you could always get over there. I know they got some special entertainers always doing this, being on the stage, and a 5-star menu. Get over to Monroe's. I know next Wednesday night they got a big golf challenge that we'll talk about when we're with Tito's next week at the Cognizant Golf Tournament. Excited about that.
Cool. So there you go. That is what is going on. And this is interesting. 47142 started off with Real Radio. Apparently, it's not okay to ask a woman with a kid on a leash if it was a rescue. All right.
Wow. I've never seen that.
No. I've seen kids on a leash, but I've never. So I sent Dom a video the other day, and it's all over the place. It's going viral. So it's a Pubbity, I think. It's a page on Instagram and Twitter and stuff. It's a lot of stuff is a feel-good stuff that they post on there.
Mm-hmm.
And they posted this thing of somebody spotting this older gentleman, I would say maybe 70s. And they said that he sits over in this area every day. And he's there with pepperoni, with pup treats.
Okay.
And that's his highlight of a day. So people go and they go to see him and he gives them treats. And even if somebody drives by and they see him there and there's a dog in the car, he'll give him, and it's so cute. Like that's his highlight of the day.
Oh, so even if you don't have, but if you don't have a dog, does he give you a piece of?
So I said to Dom, because when you talked about it, I was like, it's creepy when Greek talks about it. I said, but this guy, and I think because his age too.
Yeah.
And he's there by himself. He's not there to pick up chicks.
No.
Like you were trying to.
No, I wasn't.
That's
I was
what
just
you
trying to help
said.
society.
Your plan was so you could pick up chicks. His it seemed like, and maybe he's trying to pick up chicks. Maybe he put one over on me, but it looked like just a sweet old man who just that was his highlight of his day because he loves dogs and maybe he can't have them for a reason. I don't know his backstory, but that people say he's there every day with a big old bag of pepperoni.
The difference between Greek and that guy is that guy's paying attention to the dog.
True.
Wow. Greek's paying attention to the person walking the dog.
That is so true because the guy is so excited every time he gets to see his dog and feed him. And I was like, oh, that's so sweet.
Oh, I'd be excited too.
I was like,
oh my God, I love it.
That's what I'm going to do when I'm retired. I'm going to sit around with a bag of treats.
I don't think you'll ever retire. You'll be
God, I hope
Don't say that. Please don't say that to us.
I know.
You're retired now. Are you kidding me?
Thanks.
You got the life. Are you kidding me? 877-927-6969. That's the number to call. On the table today, 177 selfies is the average. Where do you fall? Are you on it? Are you above it? Are you below it? Franny was over. Dom was over too. I was way under. I have 42. But let us know. And also, it could be with you with somebody else in the picture. That's considered, I guess, a selfie. But call us about that if you have an opinion. Yankees allowing facial hair, first time ever. If you're a Yankee fan, what are you thinking? Growing up, you always watched the Yanks. They were always clean shaven, but no more. I know this is something that happened years ago that they were pushing. But Steinbrenner, I remember Derek Jeter talking about it. You could not have any facial hair at all. Not even like a 5 o'clock shadow did he like. That was just part of the Yankees, and they just went with that. Work, I think it's always changed in the workplace, too, over like the last 10 years, where I think, like, you can come in now, they really don't say anything. And it's almost a look, where people, for men, that they come in, they're like, all right, it's okay, you got a scruff going or whatever. But years ago, no. You walked in an office, you had to be clean shaven. Just like tattoos. I mean, tattoos, you just never used to see them in people like in restaurants and stuff, waiters and waitresses. Now everybody's got them. And if they had them covered up. But no more. They're just, part of our culture, which does change. I mean, that's just what happens. What do you think of the Yankees letting them have beards? Do you think that's okay?
I think it's all right. Let them be.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
If you owned the team, would you imagine if you said they couldn't and you had a beard?
Yeah, I mean, times are changing. Beards are very popular.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe they'll win.
Yeah.
What do you mean maybe they'll win? What's that supposed to mean? Do you know any other franchise that has more World Series than the Yankees? You sit on that chair and you throw out stuff that you have no knowledge of. Who's got more World Championships than the Yankees? Tell me.
Do the Celtics?
Did the Celtics play baseball?
No, I'm just saying you didn't say you didn't say a sport or anything, boy.
Yeah.
All right?
Guy, Google it. Google it. Oh my God. 877-927-6969. That is the number to call if you want to get involved in the show. Let us know your opinion about it. And selfies, do you take them all the time? How about if you date somebody and they always want you to take one, but you're not with them? Like, I'm an influencer, like somebody like that. I was with a girl one night and a couple times. She's like, do you mind taking a picture of me, G? And I'm like, second time, I was like, all right, not bad. After like third or fourth time, I'm like, let's get somebody else to take the pictures. And I'm terrible at taking pictures. I don't know if I'm terrible or I just don't care. Probably 50-50 as Franny and I said.
I say 75-25.
That's one
Not
way. If you don't want to do something, do it bad. And then they'll never ask you to do it again. Did you look it up, Dom?
Yeah. Celtics are losing that one. But, of course, the Yankees have been around for longer, so.
Oh, don't give me that.
Yeah.
You opened your mouth, and there it is. My God, your generation kills me. You're wrong.
What I was just trying to say is the Yanks haven't won in a while. All right.
They were in the World Series last year.
That doesn't mean they won.
They were still there. Only 2 teams make the World Series out of 30. They were there. They had a good year. I know it's always better if you win, but
it's like the Chiefs. They didn't win, all right?
Oh, my God. Are you kidding me? You're on NyQuil today. Answer the phone. Really? You're going to knock the Chiefs 3 Super Bowls and 5 times in the last 6 years they've been a Super Bowl. You're going to knock them? I can't believe it. 877-927-6969. That's the number to call. What do you got on the phone, George Steinberg?
Marco.
Hey, Marco, what's happening?
Hey, how's it going?
Good, buddy. What's up?
Hey, I just wanted to tell you guys something. I've been listening to the show recently. Great show. Love it. And I was going to call the other day. I think you had some Panthers tickets up to win. And I misdialed the number.
Okay.
And I don't want to say you wouldn't believe the number that I misdialed.
Oh, we did not. We know. Did you have 1-800? Is that what you did?
No.
Okay.
The first 3 are 877.
Yeah.
I was only off by 1 digit. And I was actually exercising at the time, and I had to launch off my exercise bench to get to the phone because I had put it on speaker.
Oh, God.
And before I knew it, I was on some strange phone, but I just didn't know if you guys were aware of that.
Yeah, so we know that if you do, it used to be, I don't know if it's the same, instead of 877, if you do 800-927-6969, it used to be, that used to be like a sex line. So,
exactly.
Yeah.
But this one was only 1 digit off, and of course I had to check my phone again, like did I misdial it?
Did you hear Dom's voice in the background?
Hey, how's it going, sexy?
No, it was just funny, and I said, man, if I ever get through those guys, I got to let them know, give them a heads up.
Yeah, we did it on purpose, made the number very close. Just so, how long did you hang on on that phone line for?
2 hours. 2 hours.
Cost them $50.
I almost pulled a muscle getting off the exercise bench, and I said, I got to hang up.
Oh, that's funny.
I get charged.
Oh yeah, that is crazy.
Yeah, great show. Keep up the good work.
Thank you for listening. We
Thank
appreciate that. That's why our audience is so big, by the way. Because people are like, whoa, you hear what those guys say? That's not a bad job, though. You're sitting in an office, you answer the phone all day, just talk sexy. I see you doing that, Tom, after the Penthouse every day. You know?
Hey, you could do it after hours, too.
Yeah. I mean, make some money.
You could do it from home.
You could do it in your car. You're driving down the road. All of a sudden, you're working it out there and having a good time. So you got to make money somehow. That's a side hustle. I would consider that a side hustle, no doubt about it. There are a lot of side hustles people have, but that is definitely one that is very unique. Let's say it that way. Imagine if you did one of those and you were with somebody and they didn't know that was your side hustle, and you're like, I just got to get this real quick. And then you get into your role. Don, would that bother you if you dated a girl who worked did a sex line like answering machine, phone service? Would that bother you?
If that's all it was, then no.
Yeah.
Nope.
And we're not saying she's doing anything. She could be filing her nails. She could be sitting in her pool. I mean, the image of what they're doing and what they're actually are two different things. They could be shopping in Publix and just talking.
They could be at Cartier.
Yeah. Oh, God.
You see?
Hopefully not with my card. That's what we hope for. Are you kidding me? It is the Penthouse on a Friday. We gave you one batch of things to do this weekend. 12:45, you got a chance to win Panther tickets against Seattle. And you got a keyword. There's not going to be many left. This is it today. Fanud. Finish. Over. Done. Adios. How many times can we say it? This is our last chance. So somebody's got to win today. If not, I have to wash our boss's car. And, man, I bet on us that we would make it happen. I said if we don't have a winner, I'll wash the boss's car. So it doesn't look good for me, but we still got time. We do. We got all this afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
So come on, guys. Get the keyword. Make it happen. And try to win $1,000. We're also going to give you Panther tickets at 12:45. Your opportunity to go see the Panthers this weekend. They are the champs. And they've been off for a while. So, we'll see how they play. And hopefully they do good in the playoffs this year. And maybe go back-to-back. How amazing would that be? Very tough, but it would be amazing. It is the Penthouse on a Friday. We'll be back in a couple minutes with some fun facts and so much more. Peace.
What's a Real Radio podcast? It's Real Radio on demand. Find your favorite show at realradio921.com. Season is starting, and they're hungry for more.
Shot, he scores! Gus Morsley beat the buzzer!
The Cats are back, and they're on the hunt for another championship.
Mark up from right on a shot, and he scores! The overtime winner!
Listen all season long on Real Radio 92.1.
Start the celebration, South Florida. The Panthers have done it. Stanley Cup champions! Stanley Cup champions!
Your FM home for the Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers. Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
It's road work slowing us down on the Friday commute. The right lane of your off-ramp blocked, I-95 north to Donald Ross Road, and your right lane is blocked on I-95 south, right after Congress Avenue. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. It's Mattress Firm's President's Day sale. Get matched to your perfect bed now and sleep at night. Plus, if you see a lower price, they'll match it. Hurry and stop by Mattress Firm to upgrade today. Restrictions apply.
Hey, it's the Greek for Jason Weiser, my attorney. Whether you were injured due to a car accident or a medical malpractice issue, a slip and fall, or any kind of injury due to a fault of another, their team can help you. Board-certified personal injury attorneys. They can help you determine the responsibility party and pursue the damages and justice you deserve. Contact them at 561-689-8180, 561-689-8180. No fees unless they win. Jason Weiser, my attorney for over 20 years.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Why is your garage door the last thing in your house to get an upgrade? You replaced that flowery 1980s sofa with that sleek, sexy model from Sweden. Your new TV's connected to the internet. Your doorbell lets you talk to people. Your watch knows your heart rate. Your car knows how to drive to the cottage. But your garage door looks like an original prop from a Brady Bunch episode. At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. Your garage door is the single biggest feature on the front of your house. A modern, stylish design can instantly revitalize the look and feel of your home. And an ultra-quiet, belt-drive DC motor and smart home connectivity can revolutionize your garage door experience. How do I know? Because I'm Mo. Call Mo Better Garage and we'll give your faithful garage the upgrade it deserves.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
Hey, it's the Greek for Pollard Coffee. They offer delicious food, amazing coffee, and house-made gelato that everybody will love. Their menu is crafted with fresh, premium ingredients, offering unique coffee recipes, and a taste that you'll never forget. They have it all there under one roof. If you want breakfast or lunch, it's a great place to stop in. Pollard Coffee in Deerfield Beach in the Cove Shopping Plaza. Take it from your boy. I give you winners every day in sports games. I'm giving you a winner today with Pollard Coffee. Stop in. Peace.
Paid for by government. Now is the time to fill your vault with Morgan Silver Bars. Grab your piece of America's silver legacy with this special offer. These spectacular shining silver bars featuring a crisp image of the iconic Morgan Silver Dollar, a legendary coin that has captivated collectors for generations. Call now to secure 1-ounce silver bars minted in 99.9% pure silver and made in the USA. Don't miss out on this special deal, regularly priced at $49.95, but for a limited time, only $39.95. Save $10 per silver bar. Limit of 25 bars per customer. The more you buy, the more you save. Up to $250 in savings and free shipping on every order. Plus, with qualifying orders, you'll receive a free Morgan Silver Dollar. That's a $59.95 value, free. Call 1-800-973-9714 now to secure your 1-ounce Morgan Silver Bars for only $39.95. That's 1-800-973-9714.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer? Can we sleep cooler? Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. And now save 50% on the new Sleep Number Limited Edition Smart Bed. Limited time. Exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. Learn more at sleepnumber.com.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Real Radio weather.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. It's a cool and breezy Friday out there. North-northeast wind around 15 up to 20 miles an hour at times through the day. Temperatures will be near 70 degrees, nice and comfortable with low humidity. Staying cool and comfortable as we head into your weekend as well. Skies are partly cloudy for your Saturday and Sunday with temperatures in the mid to upper 70s.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle, founder of Blindster.com. I started Blindster in 2010 to make quality, custom-made blinds affordable to everyone. Traditional window covering retailers are expensive. Our prices are low and our blinds are guaranteed to fit. Blindster.com.
This tax season, Boost Mobile wants to turn your tax refund into 6 months of savings. When you buy 6 months on their best unlimited plans, Boost will give you another 6 months for free. Head to your nearest Boost Mobile store today. Requires upfront payment, taxes, and fees extra. Terms and exclusions apply.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
From the Anajar Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
You
been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free new and improved iHeartRadio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Rover's Morning Glory wants you to score some Red Zone revenue. Win $1,000 now. Enter the nationwide keyword bonus at realradio921.com. That's bonus. Enter it now at realradio921.com. And good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is The Penthouse on a Friday. Hope you guys are having a good day and enjoying yourself. Thanks for always tuning into Real Radio. In this hour, you'll get some fun facts. You'll get some entertainment. You'll get some and you get a chance to win Panther tickets at 12:45. Dominic's in-house, clean cut and shaven and ready to rock and roll. Hello, Dom.
The key word is bonus. I could use a bonus. I was just putting in a sentence, G-Man.
You can do whatever you want. What would be a happy bonus for you if you got a bonus that you would be like happy with, an amount of money?
Let's go with 2 weeks' pay. That sounds appropriate.
Sweet.
That's nice.
why not?
All right. How about you, Franny?
A bonus?
Yeah, if you got a bonus, what would it be? It could be weeks, it could be amount.
Yeah, but Dom sounds good. I'm happy with any extra money.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. Anything is better than anything. 10,000 would be nice. All right. Let's go with, hey, if you don't shoot for the stars and the moon, where are you going to end up? Sea carcass? Let's do some fun facts.
It's Franny's Fun Facts.
Okie dokie. So we already talked about this, but I got you some extra information. Holidays today. Kind of boring, but I'll let you know. It's National Sticky Bun Day if you like yourself some sticky buns. It's World Kombucha Day.
What's that mean?
Kombucha is a drink. It's like a probiotic drink, prebiotic. It's fermented. It's good for you.
Okay.
National Women's Heart Day. Single Tasking Day. National Grain-Free Day. International Mother Language Day. Card Reading Day. Let's see. National Caregivers Day. But we will get you a few fascinating, unique facts about language. The word girl used to mean any young person, regardless of gender. Did you know that?
No.
In Middle English, girl was a general gender-neutral term. At one point, they said that there is a language spoken by only 8 people. The language of Toshiro in the Peruvian Amazon is nearly extinct, as I mentioned, with only a handful of those speakers left. Only 8 people speak this one language. You can say yes in Finnish by inhaling. They say Finns often say yes with a sharp inhale. They said it's a phenomenon called ingressive sound. I don't know what that sounds like. There is a language without numbers. The Paraha people of the Amazon have no words for specific numbers, only terms like few and many. So they don't have any specific numbers. The longest word in English is 189,819 letters long.
Oh my God. The hell word is that?
I've obviously take the whole show to pronounce it, but they said it's a chemical name for the protein Titan. Am I saying that right? I don't know. And it takes over 3 hours to pronounce.
Oh my God.
That is insane.
It's longer than my relationship.
Starting out, we'll be done with the day today.
Oh my God, that's insane. Shakespeare invented over 1,700 words.
Show off.
They said he created, which is interesting. I like this, and I gotta see if this is accurate. But according to this information I got, he created the words like bedroom, swagger, gloomy, and fashionable.
All 4 go together.
Huh.
What was the first one?
Bedroom.
Okay, you need a good bedroom. What's next?
Swagger.
Gotta have some swag in a bedroom.
Gloomy.
If it wasn't good, you're depressed.
Fashionable.
You look good when you leave, though, at least.
Oh, my goodness. There's a language spoken only by whistles.
Tom, stop shaking your head, bitch.
There's a language only spoken by whistles. In the Canary Islands, Silbo Gomero is a whistling language used to communicate across mountains and valleys. I would be a mute because I don't know how to whistle. I would not. I'm not a good whistler.
Are you a good blower or whistler? Or both?
Ooh.
Why did you get excited about that?
We know how to get a rise out of it all.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, you're a good whistler or a blower? Use that tonight.
And there's just, they'll just end it with this.
Why? We're having so much fun.
Oh, yeah, we'll end it with this one here. English has words that contradict themselves. They're called contronyms, like dust. To remove dust or to sprinkle dust, and cleave means to split or to cling. Very interesting. So there you go with your fun facts on a language day.
Thank you, Francis. We talked about this earlier. One thing you don't want to be called is cheap. It's not a good thing. So on the Kardashians, Scott, who was married, if you never follow the show, was married to Khloe, one of his sisters for a long time, and he got a Starbucks order, I guess. He ordered it online. It was $50, and he gave a $2 tip. And social media went all over it about him only giving a $2 tip.
Yeah, I mean, it is cheap, but, well, I don't know.
Would it bother you if you were with somebody and they gave a bad tip? Do you ever say something to somebody like, I think it's a little bit more?
I would probably just go out and leave more myself. Like if I saw that they left a bad tip, and I've done it before, and I'll just take some extra cash out and leave extra.
I've done it numerous times with people, especially when I know somebody. And they take care of us, and I just feel like, you should give whatever.
And I think when you do that, no words need to be said because they, I think, at that moment realize that it wasn't a good tip if you're adding extra money to it.
I got called out on it one time by the girl who came and thanked me and my friend in valet. And I threw, I think, $20 or $30 in the little black container or whatever the hell it is, envelope, and he paid.
The checkbook.
So she came out and she wanted to thank us and he goes, thanks a lot for the very generous tip. You didn't have to put all that and whatever. And then, he looked at me and he was like, it was just a normal tip. And, I was like, well, I threw $30 in. I knew her though. You know what I mean? So I felt bad. I didn't think he gave a good tip. I just did. I think he gave like $15 on 100. And I was just like, but he's like very like money savvy, like, the way he's always watching every dollar. So I was like, I'm not going to leave her $15. But if I'm with somebody and they leave a bad tip, I'm going to throw it in. I mean, because after what's 10 or $20? But if you get caught, I think somebody obviously would be like, But $2 on $50, that's a pretty bad tip. And he's got money up to zang. So, I mean, come on. I mean, if you don't have it, it's one thing. But if you got it, what would you say to somebody if they left $2 on 50? That's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's not a good tip.
Am I the server that got that, or am I the person with them?
I think it was delivery.
Yeah, it was
right?
delivery.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, as a server, you really can't say anything because you get in trouble. I mean, right? I mean, if you ever say anything.
Most of the time,
yeah. I mean, the company does not like it. But they look at it like, if you say something to somebody, I've never been a server, obviously, but I would think the establishment's not going to be happy.
Oh, yeah.
Because, again, it's a tip is what you think. You know what I mean? Obviously, if you get a great tip, it's awesome. If you leave a bad tip, I think a lot of people, bust their ass and they feel upset about it. So just say the average tab is $100. Just say. Because that's about the average. You go out to dinner or something like that. 2 people. I mean, that's really under, but I'm just saying. But if you leave somebody $10, not a great tip.
Do you tip on top of an autograt?
On top of what?
An autogratuity?
Depends on the people. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't.
Yeah, it depends on the service, right? If the auto grat was 18% and the service was excellent, I'll leave more.
Yeah.
Because I would have.
Yeah.
I would have. I always tip more than 18%.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think there's anything. I think it's a very nice gesture.
I do get annoyed when they don't tell you.
That's bad.
They should always tell you. I know that some people are sneaky about it, and sometimes like, well, there's a sign on the bar. I'm like, your sign's this big. It's like 2 inches.
Fine print. Let me get my glasses out.
Yeah. So, but most of the time, I will tip over.
Well, if they don't tell you, I think that's sneaky because they should tell you. I think in telling you, also, you might even get a better tip. If you went up to them and say, hey, by the way, 18% is put in. It's more common in a lot more places. I'm noticing it where I'm going that I hear it more. I mean, they tell you up front, hey, that's in there. And if you want to do extra, obviously. And I think in smaller ones, though, like it ends up hurting the people, like for breakfast places and sometimes. Because, like, if I go to breakfast, it's $10. I'll leave at least a $5 bill. I mean, and 20% could be only $2. So at the end of the day, I think it might hurt some people. But yeah, he's getting called out because he left $2 on 50.
I mean, he said it himself. They were talking about it on a podcast, so I guess he doesn't really have any shame in it.
No.
And I wonder if these guys get tips. So there is an app for everything, right? There's an app for that. We knew that was a commercial that was out for a while, but I believe that was Apple's, right? A commercial. There's an app for that.
Yeah.
But we may have finally hit a point where there really is an app for everything. There's a private security service called Protector, and it just hit the App Store this week, and people are calling it Uber with guns. Said for $1,000, you can have an armed guard pick you up and shuttle you around town in an Escalade for 5 hours. They said they're either retired law enforcement or active duty right now, so they're legit people. The app was announced last year, but you might have heard about it just recently when they did a video showing what could have happened if the gunned down healthcare CEO had the app. I guess they put out a video with that. It's only available right now, major cities like New York and LA, but they said that they are going to make it somewhere where you can do it nationwide. They said that there is, so on top of that renting, there is, man, it's expensive. There's a $129 annual fee, and prices start at $1,000 for that protection. You can pay more to protect multiple people, or you can have a motorcade too, with up to 3 Escalades.
Well, you've been hired yourself.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like I said, seeing what happened with that CEO, some people might be like, I never really thought about that, but I might need some protection these days.
Mm-hmm.
And $1,000 to people like that probably isn't that much money.
And does it say in the article when you get them is 5 hours the minimum? You have to do at least 5 hours?
I'm guessing. G-Man.
Okay. And did they come in the restaurant with you or wherever you were at, or did they wait in the car?
I don't know all that information.
Because if I'm paying you $1,000, I want you close to me.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Because
it's a bodyguard. I'm sure they're around you.
They stand by you.
Security, yeah.
Stand by you.
Mm-hmm.
Would you do it?
Do I need it, or if I needed it, would I do it?
No, not if you needed it, obviously. I mean, if you don't need it, why were you going to do it?
Or would I be the guy with the gun?
I think that's a cool job.
Yeah, that'd be a cool job.
Chances are you're not going to have to pull out your gun.
Mm-hmm. Unless you're going to unless the guy wants to go to like third world countries and stuff like that.
Well, we're talking in the U.S. Like Franny says, in New York and L.A. I could see it being big down here. I really could with a lot of places, a lot of people. I've always said that but people
You can even select their uniforms too.
Oh, nice.
On the app, like there's a little area that says select their uniforms, motorcade
cool.
included.
Oh, nice. Can we go to Prada? I'm surprised that casinos don't have something like this, but a lot of people don't win. So you don't have to worry about it. They should get you when you're going in.
Yeah. Well, maybe when you do win, though, you can go on the app and be like, all right, I need you to show up right now to the Hard Rock because I just want a bunch of money.
Boca.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Maybe after you, when you get that app, and then you have them show up.
Yeah, it's becoming a little bit more and more happening with people at casinos. I have a couple articles I read over the last couple days in New Jersey. A couple of things happened too. So, yeah, but I think that people who have money, they will do this. $1,000 for 5 hours, it's $200. I mean, if you got the money, go out to dinner with your wife or your kids. If you're worried, obviously. And like you said, CEOs, I would say CEOs that are worried about, people, on them or giving them nasty letters or something like that or anything. But yeah, man, that's another app for another $1,000. Man, you could just spend money on anything. I wonder how much. I don't know. Is that a lot? $1,000, 5 hours, $100? And they drive you everywhere too, though. They pick you up, drive you.
I would say, yeah.
So that's not bad. Think that's a lot?
I think it's a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. For 5 hours of security.
Yeah, making $200 an hour, not bad.
You could even get it for your girlfriend or your wife and your kids. Like, say they go to a concert and you're worried about them. You know what I mean? I don't want them driving down there alone or something like that. You get them for that.
Could be for people to have their kids go to school.
Yeah.
You see that with those rich people in like New York. You see all the Escalades lined up down the road.
Yeah. They got their bodyguards, everything like that. Famous people. Yeah.
Man Under Fire.
Yeah. It was a good movie.
Yep.
It's different. There's no doubt about it. Would you want that job?
I thought you just asked him that.
Yeah.
I didn't hear what he said. I meant I asked him if he would use it. I don't remember.
I do either.
You do either? All right. Be a little dangerous if somebody pulls out a whack. You got to whack him. You got to oh my God, I got to use my gun. 877-927-6969. What do you think of this app? They have an app for everything now. $1,000 5 hours. You get picked up and dropped off. they just pick you up. You got to find your own way home, and you get a security to watch you and take care of you for 5 hours. I think people will do it. I can see ball players doing it, no doubt about it. And with all the problems that they're having, the ball players, I'm sure they pay a lot more. Mahomes, I read an article. He spends $1 million a year on his security for him and his family. I mean, that's
might need to pay more because they broke into his house. So.
I was gonna say that.
I don't know.
But those guys got caught.
Took a while.
Yeah, because they're idiots, like everything else. That's how most people get caught. They step on their own toes. Yeah, Mahomes might want to get that done and pay for that.
Change companies, maybe.
Yeah, $1 million.
I feel like that was an inside job a little bit, you know.
I think a lot of those things that happen, they know somebody. Maybe not
was
somebody.
it though? Because weren't those guys all from Chile? They're all right.
But they can know somebody like in his organization
or in a security company,
or something like that. Somebody gets fired. I mean, it's tough. They talk about a lot of times when they had that big scandal out in L.A. with all the stars that there was a little bit of an inside job. People were known the source, the numbers and how to get in. Because I mean, some of those places you got to have some kind of knowledge of getting in there, and what is the system? Where are the guards? I mean, I'm sure like big movie stars and stuff like that, they must have unbelievable security. I can only imagine like the Kardashians and people like that, the money they spend a year on it, or ball players. I think the ball players, like Chul, we heard about, he said, hey, my guy's got guns now. I'm sure. And it's also a different time where years ago, you could never find where somebody lives. Where today, you can find out, unless they got their house under a different name.
Here in Florida, you can find where anybody lives.
Yeah.
Anywhere. Almost probably anywhere around the world. But yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because it's changed so much. I mean, years ago, you would never know. You just wouldn't know unless you saw them.
I mean, you used to have the option of not having your phone number in the white pages if you didn't want them in there, right? And
yeah,
now
that's right.
it's just accessible to
you
anybody.
get a private number. If your phone was private, that was a big thing. That would also meant you had money or something like that, but you didn't want anybody to have your number. But yeah, today it's just changed. And there's so much access for so many different things, so you got to be careful. 877-927-6969. That's the number to call if you guys want to get involved. You could always ask us anything. It is the weekend. Maybe you've got something going on that's really cool. And selfies. The average is 177. That is the average a person has.
We have, speaking of average, 47142 started off with Real Radio. What's the average that Greek slams the desktop? I don't know. Then we have
3 times.
When you mentioned the green market, you forgot to remind everyone to keep their lips to themselves. Don't kiss other people's dogs. Yes, very true. If you missed it, a random woman kissed my dog a lot and left lipstick all over her head. Let's see. You guys are talking tips with the that's cute, Kardashians. I made a New Year's resolution back in November that by mid-February, I'm not going to be so generous and less helpful. I've saved quite a bit of money in the last week already regarding tips. I've also cut off a couple of people that only ask for favors with nothing to give back. All right. And then we have regarding the armed Uber, Greek says, how likely will they need to pull out a gun? Personally, if I'm hiring armed guards, there is a real concern about safety. I mean, I carry a firearm as well.
Now, could this go the other way and could criminals start using that?
What do you mean?
I guess anybody can,
right?
If you have the money.
Oh, you mean if somebody who's, you talking about people are doing illegal activity? Yeah, I'm sure they can. It's an app. They're not going to, if you're going to hire them, they're going to ask you, like, what do you do? As long as your card goes through, I'm sure they're not going to care. You know what? I mean, so that's, I wouldn't think so. I don't know enough about it, but I don't know on their company end if they do background checks and stuff like that, or how much they really get into the questions they ask you. Like, why do you want security? What are you worried about? Where are you going? I don't know. I would assume that, like anything else, the card goes through, it goes through. I mean, that's what I would think. I mean, it's like anything else. I mean, if your card goes through and they check you for your ID, which they should, which many places don't, and a lot of people get annoyed, but actually it's a nice thing if you use a credit card, especially if you purchase something that's expensive, and they say, hey, do you have ID? I always respect that because, you're checking to see that it is the person. You just go in Franny can take my credit card tomorrow and just go to a store and bang it out. Mm-hmm. Nobody asks. She's not doing anything wrong.
You mean she's not allowed to use your card? Your name's not attached to the account?
I would trust.
Unfortunately not.
No, I would trust Franny with my card and not even worry about it. I'm my father.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly say that.
Now, some of your previous hosts.
No.
Totem.
I thought you said a different word.
I said hosts.
Yeah, I thought you said other people in my life? No. No way. Are you kidding me? They would send in telephone numbers and not tell me. And then, like, wait the 3 weeks and, like, know when the mail was coming in. Like, Mary, I mean, like, just brutal numbers. And, you know, even, like, on vacation stuff, I can remember stuff. Like, Franny's not like that. She's just not. She doesn't have that makeup. She's very, very nice and very honest. She charged $100, she would call me and be like, hey, I put $100 in card. I've been with girls, I'm telling you, just like, and not think anything wrong. Like, I'd be like, what? Like, what the hell happened? Like, if you need a card, yes. Like, if I'm with somebody really serious, I'll be like, here's my card. If you need it, you get in a jam, God forbid, you could use my card. A jam is not that you go out to dinner with your friends on Tuesday night.
No, that's not a jam? Or what if there's like a jam band? Or what if I'm eating jam? Does that count? No?
What about $400 haircut?
Yeah. Does it count?
Got to get extensions for $1,900.
Yeah.
They're expensive.
That's not a jam.
My eyebrows done? Come on.
No, that's not a jam. Then you're on scholarship. Then there's a totally different thing. I said that to somebody the other night. I had to explain to her what it meant. She goes, I don't understand what that means, G. I'm like, you're not on scholarship. I'm not taking care of anything. Let's just be honest. Dinner, hang out, that's it. The other stuff, I mean, that's a whole nother level before you get there.
You got to get up another level before you get there. Like,
Yeah, not putting you on scholarship, so you know. If you have a problem with that, then this is a great relationship that just ended. 877-927-6969. There are a lot of people want scholarships. People want them. I would want it too. I mean, if somebody said to me, hey, you know what, I'm going to take care of it, I'd be like, sign me up. It's awesome. But you got to earn that. I mean, you got to earn it. It just doesn't hand it out to you like jelly beans. It is the Penthouse on a Friday. We're going to come back in a couple of minutes, and your chance to win Panther tickets at 12:45. So pay attention if you want to go to see the Panthers this weekend. It'll give you something nice to do and maybe the highlight of your weekend. We'll be back with a trifecta and your chance to win Panther tickets. Peace.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
And they said 1 in 7 men and 1 in 10 women in the United States don't have a single friend.
Do you think any of this group of people would make a good radio host? Because, like, you of the three of us are the closest to having no friends.
Oh, wow.
The News Junkie. Weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Here's traffic on Real Radio.
Roadwork slowing us down. Right lane of your off-ramp is blocked. I-95 north. This is the off-ramp to Donald Ross Road. And there's a right lane blocked 95 south right after Congress Avenue. Turnpike is looking good. Those drive times are up to speed. That's traffic. I'm Judy Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Banana Boat 360 Coverage.
Banana Boat now has a better way to spray. Our 360 coverage sport and kid sprays make applying sunscreen a breeze with better control for no missed spots. And they're reusable and refillable. Shop Banana Boat at Walgreens.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. And now, save 50% on the new Sleep Number Limited Edition Smart Bed. Limited time. Exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. Learn more at sleepnumber.com.
Boost Mobile built America's new 5G network and made it easier than ever to switch. And when you do, you can get a free Galaxy A15 5G. Need to hook up the whole family? With Boost Mobile, you can get 4 unlimited lines and 4 free 5G phones for only $100 per month. To switch, head to your local Boost Mobile store today and get your free Galaxy A15 5G or 4 unlimited lines and 5G phones for only $100. New customers only. Requires auto pay and ID verification. Other restrictions apply. See participating dealers for details.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before. We now have more offices, more staff, and more lawyers than any other injury firm in the world, protecting America, fighting for you.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
The Glass Chamber. All things vape and all things smoke. Exotic sodas, Pupco, Mike Tyson wraps, Raz, HQD, and the newest disposables. If you are not shopping at the Glass Chamber, what are you even doing? With the latest and greatest in the industry, why wouldn't you? Now open in Boynton Beach. 8 convenient locations. Visit GlassChamberFL.com and buy the best quality glass pieces and accessories from your favorite store online and have it shipped to your home. The Glass Chamber, your local smoke shop.
Catch your Florida Panthers and Amarant Bank Arena world-class shows and events in the most premium setting in South Florida. Our private and exclusive suites, as well as our all-inclusive clubs including Amarant Vault and Corona Beach House, offering multiple ways to forge unforgettable connections with friends, family, employees, and top clients. You'll never want to experience a game or concert any other way. For more information, visit floridapanthers.com or call 954-835-PUCK today.
Men, this is Jeff for the Atlantic Men's Clinic. And though I generally talk about medicine and effective treatments for erectile dysfunction and other men's sexual health issues, today I want to talk about love. Because love is the best reason to get treated for your ED. You see, ED can cause major relationship issues. In fact, men often push their partners away when ED becomes a problem. The condition can cause depression, arguments, breakups, and even contribute to divorce. But the good news is that if you're like most men suffering with ED, you can be successfully treated at the Atlantic Men's Clinic and put a stop to the relationship stresses that ED can cause. I say this with all confidence because we have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases. Truly, it's likely you'll find you're performing like you haven't in years. So make an appointment and get the love back in your life. Your initial visit includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. Call 877-455-7300. That's 877-455-7300 or go to AtlanticMen'sClinic.com. We have 6 offices across South Florida to serve you.
At Diamonds Direct, our experts go the extra mile to ensure you have the tools to say I do with absolute confidence. Our promise to you is a completely risk-free shopping experience rooted in transparency, education, and integrity. No pressure, no intimidation, just clarity and confidence in your purchase. But we're about more than just price. Everything is backed by our exclusive guarantees. Put our tools to the test against any competitor, and our expert staff will ensure you get the very best overall value and unforgettable experience. Learn more at DiamondsDirect.com. Diamonds Direct. Your love, our passion.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. And now save 50% on the new Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Limited time. Exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. Learn more at sleepnumber.com.
The following heartwarming yet informative scene is brought to you by Trust and Will.
Son, your grandpa and I used to work on this car together, and when I'm gone, I want you to have it.
Wow. Thanks, Dad.
Doesn't count. What you need is a will. Luckily, Trust and Will makes it easy. Designed by attorneys, but customized by you can easily create a state-specific, legally valid document that actually counts. Now, let's let the engine do the talking, am I right? Start your will at trustandwill.com. Use offer code COUNT for 10% off and make it count. Trust and Will is an online estate planning service. For details, see trustandwill.com.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
During tax season, your personal info travels to a lot of places you can't control. Between payroll, your home office, your tax preparer, and the IRS, if your W-2 gets exposed, that's just the ticket for identity thieves. That's why LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points every second. If your identity's stolen, they'll fix it guaranteed or your money back. Don't let identity thieves take you for a ride. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code CLAY. Visit LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. And now save 50% on the new Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Limited time. Exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. Learn more at sleepnumber.com.
Some people just know you could save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Medical marijuana made easy. Get approved for your card today at mmjhealth.com.
Here's what's happening with the weather on Real Radio.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. It's a cool and breezy Friday out there. North-northeast wind around 15 up to 20 miles an hour at times through the day. Temperatures will be near 70 degrees, nice and comfortable with low humidity.
Staying cool and comfortable as we head into your weekend as well. Skies are partly cloudy for your Saturday and Sunday with temperatures in the mid to upper 70s.
This report is sponsored by FreshFromFlorida.com.
Meal planning is work, so let Fresh from Florida help. Learn what's in season, browse hundreds of recipes, and get tips from Chef Justin by visiting FreshFromFlorida.com. Eat healthier with Fresh from Florida. There's sunshine in every bite.
Why would you do that to me?
Los Angeles, 2021. A friendly neighbor appears out of nowhere and promises to make all my dreams come true.
Let's not forget that David Bloom was a professional con artist.
But my dreams soon turned into a nightmare. I'm Caroline DeMore. Listen as I take down my scammer on Once Upon a Con on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Once Upon a Con and start listening.
Greek Trifecta is sponsored by Jason Weiser, attorney at law.
You're listening to Real Radio 92.1, and we are an iHeart radio station. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Ooh, it is The Penthouse on a Friday. Getting a little chilly mode in here. Always freezing our asses off. That's why we stay thin, because we're so cold. Dominic's in the house.
Hello.
And of course, Francis is here.
What's up?
And it's time for a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Greek's Trifecta.
All right, the Lakers played a game last night. They beat Portland. It was a back-to-back situation. The night before, LeBron missed a game-winning shot. But last night, he played his ass off, dropped in over 40 points. Big night for him to score 40 points. Luka did not play. Lakers, big win on the road in Portland. But LeBron, at his age, to drop in 40 on a back-to-back, that's saying something. He does get a lot of heat from a lot of people and quite a lot of heat for missing the All-Star game at a late time. They didn't really give them any notice to replace him. But he played his ass off last night, and the Lakers did get a W. Last night was the championship in hockey. Canada beat USA 3-2, so they are the champs. And all in all, it was a very good thing for the NHL, and it got a lot of eyes on hockey for the first time in a long time. And the Yankees have announced for the first time in the last 60 years, they're going to allow their players to have beards and mustaches long as they're well-groomed. If they're well-groomed, then it's fine. I don't know who's going to make that decision, but as long as they're well-groomed. Dominic got a haircut and got his beard done, so he's very well-groomed today at Real Radio. But if you came in with a heavy beard and mustache, they wouldn't say anything to you anyway. They'd be like, fine. But the radio industry is a lot different than the Yankees. But I am a little surprised. Hal Steinbrenner is the active, I would say, owner right now. There are other people involved with the Yankees, but he's the top dog. I think his dad would not be happy with this. This is something that George always wanted and kept. I remember Reggie had a beard for a little while in Thurman, but they were told to shave it right away when the Yankees in their 70s. But yeah, the Yankees making a big change, and they have not been. They haven't moved on that for a long time.
Do you think they'll have like a set barber that's like making sure, all right, you could have this much hair only?
Just keep it tight.
Yep.
They might have. I'm sure they do have somebody who cuts their hair when they're home and stuff.
A lot of teams do.
Yeah, I would sure, and I'm sure they would be like, "Hey, these are the rules. This is what we don't want to see. The beard's got to be, close to obviously the face. Now mustaches. I'm trying to think. I thought Sparky Lyle and Gossage had mustaches. I could be wrong. Years ago. The new decision that they made this year. I'm sure the players wanted it too. I mean, I'm sure they were asking. I remember Derek Jeter was talking about it, that, you know what, you had to be well-groomed. And that was from the Yankees. And again, Dad was alive. That's when George was there. And he was strict.
Did you see the video that went viral of Derek Jeter and Big Papi together? Derek Jeter was talking about how, you could definitely come back from being down 3-0. The Yankees have seen it. And Big Papi sitting next to him, and he goes, oh, yeah, the Yankees have seen it, really? Just like remind him, yeah, we did it to you.
Yeah, they did. That was a brutal, brutal situation. I lost my ass on that. And it's funny because the Yankees were up, I don't know what it was, 3-0 and Game 4. And I wanted them to lose Game 4 because I had tickets for Game 5 up in New York.
and that sort of bit me in the ass. Bad
time.
Bad time. I hated the Red Sox. Hated him as a kid. That's the way you were. Just didn't like. If you're a Yankee fan, you didn't like the Red Sox. And all of them. I despised all of them. Ortiz, Johnny Damon, all of them. I just didn't like it. But you know what? One of the greatest comebacks ever. Probably in baseball history, down 3-0. The only thing that really make it super bad, it was the championship series, it wasn't the World Series. And for Super Bowl, it would have to be the Patriots and Atlanta, 28-3 when they lost. Those are the two top of my head. But in baseball, it's harder. I mean, to me, when you're down 3-0 and you lose 4 straight, wow. And every time you win one game, the pressure goes more on that team. So we'll see what happens. The NFL draft will be here before you know it'll be in April. Who is going to be the number one pick? We don't know. A lot of experts do think Ward is going to be the number one pick. Some people say Deion's son, Hunter, the Heisman Trophy winner. We'll see. But it's going to be interesting. You'll hear a lot of different chatter. And who's going to make some trades? The Jets are supposedly trying to move up and get a number one pick because obviously they need a quarterback. Greek Trifecta is sponsored by Polar Coffee Bar on Ice Streets in Deerfield Beach and a Cove Shopping Plaza. Peace.
So a lot of people do not realize how Oscar winners are chosen. Do you know?
I know they're voted on by I think a larger percentage of people. I'm guessing again, Reed, I think it's over 500 people.
Okay.
I think. I'm not 100% sure.
So yeah, Oscar voting ended on Tuesday. And in case you didn't know, the awards are decided by a voting body of a little less than 10,000 people, the claim is. But they're like, How do they vote? Well, it's not some fancy mail-in scroll thing that they have. They don't have voting machines. There's not a big old voting box, anything like that. And there isn't even I love they say, a ritual sacrifice, Illuminati type thing. No, they're asked, well, how do they vote? People are just finding out. And they're like, oh, I had no idea. So it's like we do a lot of things these days. They said it is online. So the claim here, it's a literal website called vote.oscars.org is what it is. And people are generally surprised by the simplicity of it all. They thought it was something like Parliament, some person said. So they posted it out there. They figured it was a really tough thing. So I haven't clicked on or try to go on the website itself. But they said and now that it's out there and people are doing it, there's concerns because when you see the website, it's so simple with it. That now that people know, and I even put it out there, that there are concerns they might have to change it, that people might hack into the systems.
Oh, wow.
I mean,
they didn't think of that.
It's so accessible to do. Yeah, well, I don't think they're the ones who put this out.
Okay.
Somebody did. They did a screenshot of it. But they say, that it's efficient. And it does work really well, but they're making claims that how easy it is to do. And a lot of people thought that maybe there was a ballot box where they all sit around together. But the fact that there's 10,000 people, and they're all Hollywood-based, right, that do the voting for this. But, as easy as just clicking on the website and placing their votes. So we'll see. This is the 97th?
Yeah. I do remember
Academy
reading
Awards?
that. Yeah. And there's 10,000. Now, I wonder if it's a requirement. If you're a voter, you have to see every film that are up for, nominations.
You would, right?
I would think to vote, you'd have to see it because that would be weird if you didn't even see a film and you were voting.
And they probably, if you send them all to you or make them accessible to you so you can watch them at home or whatever. Yeah.
You would hope, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't even hope. I mean, I'm going to, even though I don't know for a fact, I'm going to say yes. That has to be a thing.
I didn't see that.
No, we're good. I'm gonna vote
People
for
like
when I
G
watch.
not paying attention, just voting.
Oh, yeah.
Come on now. I will watch it. Right.
Right.
I give somebody money to watch it. What'd you think of that movie? Let me know. Who did a good job? Oh, so 10,000 people.
That's
and
it.
they're
It's just an easy breezy website that they go on to.
And I wonder if it's like considered, and I would assume, just like when you vote for stuff in sports, if it's an honor. You know what I mean? To
be asked to vote?
Yeah, to have the vote.
Possibly.
And if you have it for your whole life. Like once you get asked, I wonder if it continues on through life.
Yeah, maybe. You get first right of refusal.
I would think it's...
I'm not going to share.
Yeah, you got to be in the industry, obviously, but I would think I would think it's probably an honor.
Mm-hmm.
And do you kiss somebody's ass who who votes? Hey, Dumpster, what's up? Looking good there, buddy. Did you get that basket I sent you? See my new movie? Because in sports, it is known who votes for the MVP. It's based on a lot of reporters and people who are there, and they'll tell you that they do vote. It wasn't as public as it was years ago, I don't remember, but now I hear it on a lot of shows. Like, hey, I vote. It's my vote. They got Hall of Fame, same thing.
Yeah, you know who's doing it.
Yeah. So I don't know. But I would think it would be definitely an honor that you would probably want. Like, hey, I vote for the Oscars.
I would think so too. So from the Oscars to porn, and I'm talking about food porn, I thought this was kind of cool. So there's a DeKalb Market Hall in Brooklyn, and it was for a day only, but I was like, man, that would have been such a fun thing to do. So they did what they called a food porn peep show.
Ooh.
And I know. So you're like, huh. So what
Dominic, a peep show.
So what they did, and I hope this becomes a thing everywhere. So yes, it was a live food porn speakeasy experience that said we'll keep foodies on their toes. So the pop-up took place at DeKalb Market Hall, and it was 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. And those who went to the peep show will be met with, they say, a tantalizing immersive experience that mimics a speakeasy, but with culinary creations. So you go behind a curtain. Participants will be met with tasting windows where they can be fed a small bite of food created by a chef. There will also be private booths featuring food porn peep shows like you would see back in the day, those peep shows, where the chefs will prepare a tasting in under 45 seconds.
That's cool.
The pop-up features bites from all these big names. They said chefs in New York City who rotate throughout the experience. And that's it. Just open a window or go to a window. There's a chef right there cooking a little bite for you.
Cool.
I thought it was a really cool concept.
Different.
Sounds good to me.
They said, food, when we eat it, sometimes it doesn't always require such a visual presentation. But sometimes when we're developing flavors, we really want to have that next level experience for the guest. So the food porn is the visuals and the textures that you make. They try to keep it very sultry and inviting. And I was like, I think that would do very well in Miami, like a pop-up.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
I think it'd do good anywhere. I think like Palm Beach, people would go and check it out. It's different.
Yep.
You have somebody at hold?
Yep, we have your buddy Evan.
Evan, what's happening, Evan?
Hey, everyone.
Hi, Evan.
You're talking about how they vote for the Academy Awards. Well, Greek, you know how we dislike how they vote for Baseball Hall of Fame is they do it by a board of writers. And there's some guys that won't. They said, I will not vote. I will not vote. I don't care. I will not vote for first ballot Hall of Fame. And remember when Jeter went in?
Yeah.
The guy from Boston, because they had didn't vote for Jeter because he's from Boston. And he goes, that's my right.
Yeah, that was terrible. And they came out that he was the only one who didn't vote for Jeter.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's a big scam. How they get these guys, and I don't know how many writers it is, but it's a lot. I think it was more prevalent with the writers back before they had the internet and all the stuff they have now, because sports writers used to travel with the teams. Remember that?
Yeah. The guy who didn't vote for Jeter and he came out and said it, I thought he should have lost his right to vote for the Hall of Fame. I mean, it's one thing if you assume it, but when you go out publicly and say, I didn't vote for him because I'm a Red Sox fan.
Yeah, he should have kept his mouth shut.
I thought the committee for the Hall of Fame should have said, you know what? You just lost your privilege.
Yeah.
Because it's supposed to be unbiased. It's based on their ability on the field. And if you're not going to vote for a guy because you're a Red Sox fan, that's not right to me.
Nope.
That's taking out the integrity of the whole thing.
You're talking about Soto giving the guy
car,
a new vehicle for his number.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, years ago, Jeff Fiegels was a punter for the Hurricanes, and he went to the Giants. And I think it might have been Eli Manning gave him money for his jersey. I think it might have been Manning. It might have been somebody else, but. And what he did is he built him a sports or a man cave. Whoever gave Fiegels, it built him a man cave in his house.
Yeah, I'm sure it's happened many times. I just thought the amount of money that they would have gave Soto anything he wanted when the Mets did. Cohen said anything he wanted they were going to give him. So I'm sure when he was negotiating, I'm shocked that he didn't say I want number 22. I mean, that's your number. You want to do it. I'm just surprised in that. They didn't say, yeah, okay, it's done. Whoever had 22, they would have called up and said, hey, it's part of the deal. We want to get him. This is our number one free agent, and this is what he wants. That's all. I was just surprised he didn't have it already done.
Well, I think it shows him more as a team player for doing it that way.
Yeah, it's nice. I'm not saying it's not a nice gesture. What I said was I was surprised because money's important to him.
So was I.
I mean, $700 million, and he went to the highest bidder, or else he would have stayed with the Yanks. And if it's that important, I mean, and he loves that number, I would have thought his agent or him would have been like, I mean, this is the same guy who negotiated a box for life. His family and him have a skybox for life at Shea Stadium. So, I don't know. I would have think your number, you would have definitely crossed that bridge.
What's that, about $1 million a year?
Yeah, or more. I mean, don't forget, there's 80 games.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
So, I don't know. It might be $3 million. I don't know.
Yeah. It's great influence to have that $750 million contract.
Oh, it's fantastic for him. Like I said, it's nice that he did that to the guy and he gave him a truck. It's beautiful. Nice gesture. I'm just shocked his agent didn't negotiate that when they were talking. I think that's something so simple. And unless it was somebody on your team that was a big star or like somebody like, say it was somebody like the level of Jeter, then you'd be like, hey, bro, that ain't happening. But if it was just, and this guy's a regular guy who had it, I would have been like, yeah, no problem. You got it.
Sure. And you say Stanton's hurt already?
Yeah, well, he was hurt from last year. I mean, Stanton did good in the playoffs, but he's always been prone to be hurt.
Exactly. Now, what do you think of this new video pitch count, or they, for balls and strikes? You can, you can have a review on two a game, or you have two times you can do it on balls and strikes. Did you see that?
Yeah, I mean, give us a call on the Greek Zone. We could talk about that a little bit more. Because to me, the one thing off the top of my head is the biggest thing baseball wants to do is make the games faster, and that's going to definitely slow it down. But we got to give away some Panther tickets.
Okay. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, you guys have fun. I'll listen to you on the Zone.
Okay, pal. All right, your chance to win Panther tickets right now. We're going to play roulette. Franny gave us the executive decisions. He said we could play it. So you're going to give us a call right now at 877-927-6969. Panthers against Seattle. Great game this weekend. You'll have a good time. It'll be something you could do for the weekend and make your weekend really good. Call us at 877-927-6969. It's Roulette Fridays where you get a chance to play black or red, odd or even, or the first 18 or 19 to 36. 877-927-6969. Phones are ringing right now as we speak. Dominic will get you on, and then you'll get your spin in the Greek Casino.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And they're playing the Kraken. You get a 4-pack of tickets to see them tomorrow night. I believe puck drops at 6 o'clock in the evening, 6 p.m., and that is a 4-pack of tickets, Amerant Bank Arena, plus you get a parking pass.
Oh, you can't beat that.
No,
I mean,
you cannot.
4 tickets and a parking pass?
And I know, especially if you're a fan, it's been a couple weeks since you've had some Florida Panthers action, so it'll be fun.
Panthers are back in action, and you're going to see them. Compliments of Real Radio 921. Dominic is answering the phone right now. We'll get you on momentarily, and then you'll get a chance to spin the wheel for your first shot. Who do we got, Dom?
First up, we have is Rick.
Hey, Rick, what's happening?
Not much. How you guys doing?
Doing good. We're going to play roulette. Spin the wheel. You can go black or red, odd or even, first 18 or 19 to 36.
I'm going to go red.
All right, red it is, and the ball is spinning.
Round and round we go. I just want to put the camera on it. Let me see if I can do that. I know last time I did it didn't work. Can you see it? Can you see it on there?
Yep.
Yeah?
It's good.
All right. So we know no shenanigans. Real TV.
We don't do shenanigans on the show.
Well, we do shenanigans on the show.
Oh, whatever.
Show should be changed from the Penthouse to shenanigans.
That's spinning for a while.
All right. Oh, I feel like it's landed somewhere, and I don't know if it's red.
No, it's still moving.
Oh, it's still moving.
Yeah, it's
I thought it landed somewhere. Ooh, come on, keep on moving, buddy. Keep on moving.
No, it is 13 black.
Oh, man.
Sorry, buddy.
All right.
No. Thank you.
Thank you. What do we got next, Dom?
Next up, we have is Mike.
And welcome to the Greek Casino, by the way. Mike, how are you today?
I'm doing well. What's up, Penthouse?
Oh, we're doing great. We're going to play Roulette Friday. You got a choice of 3 things, red or black, odd or even, or first 18 or 19 to 36. Now, if it goes 1 to 18, you get 0. That's a winner for you. If you go 19 to 36, double 0 is a winner for you. Just want to make sure you know all the rules here at the Greek Casino, where we appreciate our customers.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. Great.
So what do you pick?
I'm thinking I'm going to go odd because, just for Greek.
All right. That makes sense. Odd just for Greek. All right, G-Man. Tell me, Don, when I'm on it. Here. Are we there? I know.
You're good. You're good.
Okay.
It's spinning as we speak.
Odd for Greek.
And if you lose on the roulette wheel, you get a picture of me getting out of my car.
I mean, don't you want to lose now? It's a real prize.
That's better than Panthers tickets.
Not autographed, though.
Round and around. It's bouncing. All right, here we go.
This might go
Nope,
too.
Still going.
Give it a good spin there,
Yeah.
G-Man.
Thanks. They call me Daddy.
Do they?
What do they call you?
Daddy.
Okay.
It's really
Still going.
Yeah. Ooh.
And it's still going. All right, we're almost there.
Great radio.
I know. What'd you pick? Odd? Oh, yeah, odd for Greek. And I think you hit odd. It's 17. Is that it? Is it still there?
17 black.
17. All right. Winner.
There it is, winner. 17 black. And thank you for coming to the Greek Casino. You win Panther tickets. No picture of the Greek getting out of his car, but yet you win. Come back again soon. We're open 7 days a week. Close 1 day a year on Christmas. Peace. Dom, get us information.
Hang tight. Congratulations. Dom will get all your info so we can get you those tickets so you can go this weekend.
Now, remember, at the Greek Casino, if you want a seat by the pool, you have to pay extra. And dining is one of the things we really push here. We got great restaurants available for everybody.
What kind of restaurants do you have?
We got Italian, steak.
Okay.
Just what I like.
Of course.
Polar coffee.
There's no Greek food at the Greek Casino?
No.
Because here he does it. Nope.
No.
Just call him Greek. That's it. It's the only thing Greek about him.
We give you a little Greek flag when you check out so you can wave it. Yay! Tikaris, gala! 877-927-6969.
A couple people text and they let us know that you have to be a member of the Motion Pictures Arts and Sciences. They said that, yes, you have to be part of the union to be able to vote for the Oscars.
That's what we thought. I said you must have to be in the industry.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's, like I said, I wonder how long you are able to vote, or is it something every year you have to apply for? Don't
really
know.
sure.
I'm sure if people vote, people in the industry know. You know, especially when you're like, you got a film coming out, because then every year you have a film coming out. But the studios, I'm sure, like, they know Franny.
10 in baskets, like you say.
Yeah. Franny's got, like, a new Range Rover and everything. Oh, yeah, we dropped that off to you, Franny. Thanks. I just want to make sure you checked out our new film. Now,
a lot of times I don't even know the films like
Nobody
that
does.
win. And sometimes I'll go and I'll seek them out after the fact. I was like, all right, well, if they everything that good, then maybe I'll watch it. But.
That's one of the jokes they talk about. Comedians do a lot of times that when the Academy Awards come out, most people have never seen the films.
Mm-hmm.
It just seems like that. Now, there are some, obviously, that over the years that people have seen, witnessed, and watched and are jacked up. But for a lot of them, people are like, what? And if you're ever with people on night at Oscars, they always say the same thing. Did you see that? And you're like, no. Did you? No. And it seems more common even now because, man, it doesn't seem like people go to movies that much. I mean, maybe, obviously, you can wait till you get it home. But, yeah, it does seem like a lot of people don't go as much. But, yeah, so the Oscars are done, and they'll be in, when are they, in April, I believe?
I think so. I'm not sure. It's been a long time since I've even caught the Academy Awards.
And I think Conan O'Brien is the host this year for the Oscars.
It is March 2nd, so it's next weekend, next Sunday.
Wow.
Yep.
Who's the host? Does it say? Is it Conan?
I don't know, G-Man. I can find out for you.
I think it is Conan. I could be wrong. 877-927-6969.
Yes,
That's
you are right.
Conan?
Mm-hmm. So you know he was part of the whole SNL 50 thing. I got to go back and watch the concert that they did, the whole thing, because everybody said it was amazing.
Yeah.
And the same thing was about 3 hours long, too. They said it was Post Malone and it was Dave Grohl and another guy from the Foo Fighters did Nirvana. And they said that they might do like a post-Vana, was that what they call it? Like they said they were that good that they should tour together. But everybody was saying how good it was. So Conan used to be a writer on SNL for a long time, and that's why I bring it up. And I can't remember if it was Steve Martin who did a monologue, and if he's the one, somebody made a joke about having all these stars in one room, and it was a COVID joke that they said. It might have been Steve. I can't remember, but it was a joke about COVID, like putting all these major, I mean, you had Steven Spielberg, Kevin Costner, you had everybody was there. And as of now, it looks like Maya Rudolph and Martin Short have COVID from that SNL 50.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're saying they got it from there. So as of now, those are the first two names because I know Martin Short and Steve Martin, and I believe they're going to be at Hard Rock Live. They're doing a tour together.
Oh.
And so they had to cancel a couple dates because Martin Short got sick. Yep, and they're blaming it on that event.
Yeah, that's a word we don't hear a lot now. Thank God it's COVID. It is the Penthouse, and it is a Friday, so we're going to come back with the last hour of the program, and then after that, we're getting into the Greek Zone. But we'll be back in a few minutes with some Florida stories and so much more. Peace.
Got something to say? Text us at 47142. Start your message with Real Radio. Standard data and message rates apply, and don't text while driving. Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
Roadwork slowing us down. Right lane of your off-ramp is blocked. I-95 north. This is the off-ramp to Donald Ross Road. And there's a right lane blocked 95 south right after Congress Avenue. Turnpike is looking good. Those drive times are up to speed. That's traffic. I'm Judy Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Fall in love with how easy car care can be. Drive into Valvoline Instant Oil Change for a premium Valvoline oil change. No appointment needed. Save today at VIOC.com. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. We'll get you back on the road in no time.
Hey, it's the Greek, and I give you a lot of games that you can bet on. You can bet on a game, but not your retirement. Call Trajan Wealth today at 561-390-1000, 561-390-1000. 401k questions, you can sit down with one of our experts and figure out what you have. Most people set up a 401k and don't even know what they have invested in, and that's not what you should do. You should always ask questions and be sure, and have a plan and have some goals. Those are two ingredients to making you have a successful retirement, enjoying your time. You worked hard your whole life. Every day you walked in at 9 to 5, whatever your hours were, but now it's time to retire and enjoy South Florida. South Florida is one of the best places to live in the USA, and I think you should enjoy it. You deserve it. It's your reward. You can bet on games, but do not bet on your retirement. Take it from your boy. Call Trajan Wealth today, 561-390-1000, 561-390-1000. Offices in West Palm Beach. Peace. Advisory services offered by Trajan Wealth, LLC, and SEC registered investment advisor. Paid advertisement.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Taxes was not knowing your full financial picture. Now Taxes is getting and maximizing your refund all in one place. Credit Karma, where a TurboTax expert can do your taxes for you. They'll get you the most money back, guaranteed. Then you can do more with all that money, all in Credit Karma. Now this is Taxes. Intuit Credit Karma with TurboTax. Get started today. See guaranteed details at TurboTax.com/guarantees. Experts only available with TurboTax Live.
Boost Mobile built America's new 5G network and made it easier than ever to switch. And when you do, you can get a free Galaxy A15 5G. Need to hook up a whole family? With Boost Mobile, you can get 4 unlimited lines and 4 free 5G phones for only $100 per month. To switch, head to your local Boost Mobile store today and get your free Galaxy A15 5G or 4 unlimited lines and 5G phones for only $100. New customers only. Requires auto pay and ID verification. Other restrictions apply. See participating dealers for details.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
We could all use more time. Amazon Business offers smart business buying solutions so you can spend more time growing your business and less time doing the admin. I can see why they call it smart. Learn more at AmazonBusiness.com.
Uh-oh, Brad's buzzed.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's starting with the woots. Good thing is, he knows when he's buzzed.
Know your buzzed warning signs? Call for a ride when it's time to go home. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer?
Can we sleep cooler? Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. And now save 50% on the new Sleep Number Limited Edition Smart Bed. Limited time. Exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. Learn more at sleepnumber.com.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
The countdown is on to our iHeart Podcast Awards.
Live at South by Southwest.
Creativity, knowledge, and passion will all be on full display.
Watch March 10th on iHeartRadio's YouTube and Facebook, and listen on iHeartRadio stations across America.
Lenovo is proud to be a part of the iHeart Podcast Awards at South by Southwest, where creativity and innovation collide. With the new Legion Go S, the first licensed handheld powered by SteamOS, your game goes anywhere. Visit Lenovo.com/Legion Go, empowering creators everywhere.
Here's the latest with weather on Real Radio.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. It's a cool and breezy Friday out there. North-northeast wind around 15 up to 20 miles an hour at times through the day. Temperatures will be near 70 degrees, nice and comfortable with low humidity. Staying cool and comfortable as we head into your weekend as well. Skies are partly cloudy for your Saturday and Sunday with temperatures in the mid to upper 70s.
This report is sponsored by Rocket. If you feel like owning a home is out of reach, Rocket is here to give you back the keys because they believe everyone deserves a shot at the American dream. Own the dream. Visit rocket.com or call 800-4ROCKET. Again, that's rocket.com or call 800-4ROCKET.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free new and improved iHeartRadio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Rover's Morning Glory wants you to score some Red Zone revenue. Win $1,000 now. Enter the nationwide keyword BILLS at realradio921.com. That's BILLS. Enter it now at realradio921.com. And good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
They call me daddy.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Woof, meow. What is happening? It is The Penthouse on a Friday. Dominic, clean shaven, so you should get some tail this weekend. Looking great. Have any plans to go out and pay for it?
Are they gonna?
They call me daddy. Before the show is over today, give me some of Franny's great drops. Always puts me on a, makes me smile. You know I like my coffee, bitch.
Bitch, you know how I take my coffee. I love to sit and chat, but crack don't smoke itself. I will point blank kill a bitch, then curb stomp her bitch ass again. See you next Tuesday, bitch.
Wow.
That's not really mean.
If
you were just tuning in.
That was her as she says good morning to
Those
me.
were all Florida stories I was reading. Those are not my words, even though it did come out of my mouth.
Dominic's here.
Hello.
Franny's here.
Such a child. Hi. What's up?
Florida story.
I do have Florida stories. Maybe we can get some good stuff out of it. Let's see.
You never know.
Maybe.
Florida.
Did you say Florida?
I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
All right, cocaine and over $50,000 of hidden cash was found in a DeLand apartment. This happened Tuesday afternoon. Deputies said they searched a home, uncovered about 60 grams and it was hidden inside of a couch compartment. Deputies also reported discovering $52,388 hidden in a dryer vent hose.
Ooh.
I feel like that's a dangerous place to put it, but I
Yeah, I
guess
feel
not.
like, it'd be so hot and stuff.
Yeah.
Burn.
Like catch on fire. I
People
don't know,
hide
but
money in
man,
the
they were
weirdest
showing me
ways.
all that money and it looks nice. As a result of the discovery, deputies arrested Freddie Bryant, a young 29 years old, whom they said had dealt cocaine to an undercover detective last summer. Whoops. So it's not his first time. Bryant faces charges now of trafficking coke, possessing oxycodone, renting a structure for drug sales, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Well, he's held on a bond of $57,000. Too bad he doesn't have that $52K anymore.
Can he say that to them?
You're like, can I have that money you guys took to get myself out of here?
I know I owe you 57, but you took out 52. So you want
No, just 5. Can I just owe you 5?
I owe
No.
you 5? We good with that,
Is that
Your
how it
Honor?
works? No? All right.
And don't you think there would be somebody who would say that to a judge, like straight face? Like the stories you hear about when they ask people, like, can you test my cocaine?
Yeah, there's a bunch of dopies out there. And then scary stuff that happened. They said that somebody got grazed by a bullet. So a person driving on I-4, Polk County, of course, was grazed by a bullet that was fired by someone in another vehicle. The victim said that a projectile flew through the driver's side window of her truck, grazed her while she was traveling on I-4. The driver was hospitalized, treated, and released. Will be okay, thank goodness. But investigators believe the round was fired from someone traveling, of course, right? As well as that could not have been fired from someone on the ground along the highway. So they think it was somebody else in a car. They have no idea who it is. She didn't see anything. But can you just imagine just driving and all of a sudden you get grazed by a bullet?
Oh, God.
Yeah, they said.
Scary as hell.
Oh, I'm sure. Like, just the sound, too.
Yeah. Oh, and how close? Because it said it was like grazed her, like, yeah, by her head. It's crazy. But they said to comment on social media asking if the sheriff's office was sure it wasn't road debris. The agency replied, "We are absolutely sure it's a bullet." So anyone who may have seen something in the area at that time is asked to contact Crime Stoppers over there in Polk County. Yeah, so they have no idea.
I can't even imagine it. Years ago when I lived in PGA, I almost got hit by a golf ball. Like it hit the front, and that scared the hell out of me.
I had that happen.
Yeah, I mean, you get startled. You're driving, all of a sudden you're bang. You're like, what the hell?
I got so lucky, it actually bounced and hit under my car. But it was so loud when it bounced and hit under my car. It scared so much.
Mine, it hit in front of me and then hit my hood and then bounced off. But still, you get shocked. You're like, oh my God. I can't even imagine a bullet.
No. Yeah, I was like, do you think work will pay for it? So driving down to Strikes one day, I know exactly where it was. It was by, it was Lake Worth and 95 by the big water thingy that they have there. There was like this metal cylinder thing. And it was, I don't know, probably the size of a softball. Bouncing. And I'm like, ugh, and I couldn't, because it was traffic.
Switch.
It was in the morning. I couldn't go anywhere. Bouncing. And I was like, please. All of a sudden, I just hear, and I'm glad it didn't come up and like ricochet and hit my windshield. But man, it hit my car and I didn't really realize. I thought it just went underneath.
Yeah.
Now I have like a big chunk. And it's been there, I don't know, since last time we were at Strikes, but I have a big chunk that's out of my car in the very front. My husband goes, "What did you hit?" Like he thought I was like, it wasn't me. I was like, I couldn't swerve and get out of the way.
Yeah, you should download that and give it to iHeart.
Like, hey, I was traveling for work, so you got to pay for this.
They'll probably give you
Send to management.
They'll probably give you a check.
I have to get, just because a big chunk like that, I have to get a whole new bumper. It's not
Really?
fixable. Yeah.
Oh, we're going to have
I
Strikes.
know. I'm really upset about it. And that was, like, I just had the car for a few months. I'm like, damn it. What was I saying?
We're talking about this lady getting grazed.
Okay, so next up, if you're familiar with the show Ugly Betty, it was on a while ago, or this guy does a lot of Hallmark movies, probably not anymore. His name is Eric Mabius. He's 53 years old, and he got arrested right here in the beautiful state of Florida. Him and a woman were hanging out, and I'm guessing this is a bar. It's called The Goat on Lofton Square Court. This is Nassau County. It was yesterday morning. They said bartender asked the woman that he was with to leave multiple times because they said that she was very obnoxious. They were very drunk. They were just kind of acting a fool, intoxicated, creating a disturbance is what they were saying. So when the bartender was like, "Ma'am, you got to leave," multiple times, that's when this Mabius dude, this Eric Mabius, and the woman got up and started spitting on people.
I don't understand
Like,
this.
how barbaric, a bunch of animals. He then was accused of pushing another woman to the ground. Eric was pulled out what they say, fistfuls of her hair. Yeah, like that does not. Can you imagine that? That hurt so bad.
Oh,
Deputies say a bystander pulled him away from the woman. When they arrived, Eric became increasingly belligerent outside the bar, didn't comply with instructions to remain seated during the investigation. They said he tried to walk behind a deputy, and that's when they were like, all right, dude, enough's enough. They escorted him back to the bench, placed him under arrest for resisting without violence. Of course, they said this type of behavior is not tolerated. They don't even care what your celebrity status is. And I doubt anybody knew who the hell he was. And they said that the deputies quickly dealt with an uncooperative individual, and we're thankful no one was seriously hurt. I was very surprised that woman that got pushed down and hair pulled out, she declined to press charges.
Come on.
Yeah, very, very surprised. Let's see. Yeah, if you want to look him up, they said according to his IMDb, Eric Mabius has acted in dozens of projects throughout the years. And then finally here, we got a quickie here. Florida mailman in trouble because he didn't want to do his job. And he had to have been new, right? This dude's 19 years old. Otis McCoy. It looks like former Central Florida mailman has agreed to plead guilty after investigators said he dumped over 1,000 pieces of mail in the woods of an Orlando neighborhood.
Oops.
Yep.
Why?
In a criminal complaint, they said that this postal worker, identified as Otis McCoy, 19 of Sanford, was delivering mail on his little route that he takes.
Sounds like a big route.
They said it's Alafaya Woods area of Orlando. However, his manager was later alerted that McCoy may have disposed of the mail, as McCoy had a very large quantity of U.S. mail to deliver, but managed to finish his route much earlier than expected. They were like, wow, that guy's fast.
He came back.
The manager
Easy
then,
peasy.
The manager then checked the GPS device, connected, like they're dude, come on, connected to the work vehicle, discovered that he had deviated from his route that he's supposed to go, turned into a different area, they said that he was supposed to, and then they're like, oh, well, this is kind of suspicious. After the incident was reported, a postal inspector responded to the area that he reported had deviated to, finding a bunch of mail that had been scattered in a wooded area nearby. They collected the U.S. mail, discovering more than 1,000 pieces of mail, including more than 400 pieces. And we heard about this in October. The guys just finally get in trouble, including 400 pieces of political mail and an election ballot.
Ooh.
Yep.
That's bad.
Uh-huh. The investigators explained that nearby home had surveillance camera, which captured him doing it. And they said, yeah, it shows him arriving, wooded area, 514, and then just taking his big old bag and boxes of mail and just dumping it into the woods. I don't know how he thought he was going to get away with it. Yeah, he was arrested, charged with mail theft. And it looks like, yeah, he did agree to plead guilty to mail obstruction. They said if found guilty of the charges, he can face, it's only 6 months in prison, but a fine of $5,000.
But still, 6 months in prison, that sucks.
And that is, right? For not just wanting to do your job and being lazy.
Mm-hmm.
And that is, you're what, the Florida. So our buddy, Neon Leon, we were talking about the Academy Awards. And he shot me over a text about how you get picked to vote at the Oscars.
Mm-hmm.
So he gave me a couple facts, which I didn't know. He said who votes for the Academy Awards. He said if you've been nominated ever, or if you have won an Academy Award, you are a member of the Academy, and you get to vote until you die.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool.
Yep. Said actors, an example, actors, I think is an example, vote for actors, directors vote for directors, everybody in the Academy votes for Best Picture, so that everybody can see the movie. It started with all Academy members were given tickets to every movie, or they had a pass. The more Hollywood elite that had screening rooms in their homes or stuff like that, they would be able to watch the movies there. So that's pretty cool. They said back in the 80s and 90s, they would send them VCR tapes or whatever, and then it went to DVDs. So
Can you imagine how many tapes they got sent then?
Right. Yeah, they said example in the 80s, Oprah Winfrey was nominated for supporting actress for The Color Purple. She didn't win, but she has been a voting member of the Academy ever since.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so that's what he said. Yeah, basically, if you are one of those people who vote, you vote until you die.
877-927-6969. That's the number to call if you want to get involved in the program. We had on the table today a couple things. Selfies. How many do you have? Average is 177 as a person. Also, when you're tipping, if they already tell you that they're putting 18%, do you tip over that? Or do you say that's enough? They're putting down 18%. That's good enough. And let us know what you think about that. And the Yankees, if you're a Yankee fan, I know we got a lot out there. Yankees are able this year to grow beards and mustaches. How about that opening day? They all come out with a beard and mustache. That'd be pretty crazy. They all came out. Now, J-Lo has been divorced 3 times, and all 3 times she's gotten gifts to keep, engagement rings, and I was shocked by this. How much money do you think she's gotten over the 3 divorces?
I don't know.
What do you think, Dom? It's a nice number.
She's gotten or she's given up?
She's gotten.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go with 100 mil.
You must have read the article.
No, I didn't. But I'm just thinking J-Lo money. Like,
I'm surprised.
Yeah, well,
I'm surprised. Like even with one of her marriages, she was a breadwinner.
Yeah,
and
I guess she got a lot with Mark Anthony.
Okay.
And I guess with Ben, he didn't care. He just was like signing off on stuff. That's what this article said too the other night. $100 million. And then when Dom just said, I went, ooh, that's pretty good. And she kept the rings too, which is probably another, I'm guessing, $10 million. So she definitely knows that her relationships don't last, but she knows how to walk away with some cash. There's definitely.
See, I read that she hasn't gotten any money.
I read it was just last night. I was read $100 million she walked away with. I don't know. 2 different articles.
Yeah,
I got it on my phone. I can pull it up.
That's fine. Yeah, I know. From what I read, like I mean, she's got to keep rings and stuff like that and mansions. But yeah, they said according to this that Jennifer Lopez has not received money from her divorces because she and her ex-husbands have agreed not to pay spousal support.
Maybe with Holmes it meant that. I don't know. But I saw $100 million that she walked away from. But again, when they, celebrities like that get divorced, the numbers are unbelievable.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they're crazy. Some of the numbers that you hear with people that they pay, it is ball players. I mean, that's some of the problems that ball players have is that, when they get through playing ball, they're not making that kind of money anymore. And they have child support there and different things like that. And then it just continues on and they end up in trouble. It should change because I know it changes in Jersey if you make more money. I guess you have to go back to court if you're making less than obviously that was set. But yeah, I know a lot of ball players, they talk about how they got, but again, they have the kids, you got to take care of them. Some of the amounts of money like that you would hear like Halle Berry, what she paid her ex. I mean, oh my God, crazy amounts. That people walk away with. But there's a judge there saying, okay, go with it.
And the amount they need per month,
Oh, yeah. I mean, just crazy amount of money. $50,000.
Well, they're like, I was so used to this lifestyle.
Yeah, I can't live without 60 G's a month. What?
I mean, that blows my mind. Like that they do that. It's like you said, 60, 50. Just been cases, big money. I mean, like that, a month. Like, what the hell are you doing? $60,000 a month. Where you living at Michael Jordan's house?
And they say it's for the kid.
Yeah, okay. Kid doesn't see it. Kid sees, he gets his food and eats.
And a place to live.
A place and clothes. And maybe a new truck or something like that. I don't know. Some of the stories that you hear, people, with big money, like I said, whether it's movie stars or ball players and the people that just walk away, it is crazy. But it's also, and then some people sign prenups. And prenups could definitely get people sideways.
Mm-hmm, absolutely. So, G-Man, how do you think you are when it comes to decorating a home?
Good.
Yeah? You think you have a good eye?
I would say above average.
Okay. What about you, Dom?
Myself?
Yeah. Are you good at a little interior decorating when you buy a place or you rent a place?
Honestly, I want to say no because my place right now, just because I'm renting, I've avoided hanging stuff on walls and because I just don't want to put stuff on walls and have to fix the marks and everything. So I would say I'm on the lesser side of that.
Okay, so it's pretty bare. But if you wanted to, maybe if you could put stuff up, you think that you would do okay? I'm curious. So they were asking women about some mistakes that guys make when it comes to home decor that kind of turns them off. And I love it. I don't love it. I actually hate. I hate they use the word ick. That gives them the ick. But guys, we hate to break it to you, but your home could be sabotaging your love life.
Ooh.
Singles, no. They're being judged for their dating profile and outfits, but they may not be aware that their home decor is also facing judgment. According to a new survey, women can be critical. No. When they see where a man lives, and some things in his home may even be a deal breaker.
So the stripper pole in the man cave, that's a no-go?
Probably not.
Okay,
Probably not.
Not a go.
But they polled nearly 7,000 women. So pretty good sample size about their biggest turnoffs they see in a guy's home. And see, these are some of the things that give women what they say, ick instantly. They said put away the self-portraits. 38% say having too many photos of yourself alone on display isn't a good look.
Yeah.
How many do you have, G-Man?
None.
Really?
What about that big photo painting over your fireplace?
Yeah, you don't have that one? No, with you dressed up like a king?
The only
and you got a falcon on your shoulder?
The only picture I have in my house is in my spare room, and it's me, you, and Johnny in Times Square.
Okay.
It's the only picture I have. And I have
Of you, what you're in it. Is that
Yeah,
what you're
and I do have 2 photos in my office of my mom and me
Nice.
and my dad and me.
Okay.
That's it. I don't have any other pictures.
They said gifts from an ex are even worse. 43% of women have a big issue with memorabilia or keepsakes from a former girlfriend still being shown off in the home.
None.
Okay. Bed frames are a must-have. 43% of respondents say they won't date a guy if his mattress is on the floor.
And guys do that. They're just like, I don't need
I
it.
know.
They don't care.
Plants can be a beautiful addition to a home, but only if they're still alive. Yeah, they say 44% of women say that a dead plant is no good. If they go there and it's just all dead, wilted.
I have orchids.
They said keep those dirty towels hung up and dirty clothes in the hamper. 65% of women are repelled by seeing them all over the floor. They said clean up after shaving is essential. I get it. I tell my husband all the time, I'm like, clean up. 65% of women who will take a hard pass if they see that facial hair and what they call whiskers all in the sink.
That's terrible.
Yeah, make sure you clean up after yourself.
That's no effort.
Kitchen sink should be on the cleanup list too. 70% of women say a sink full of dirty dishes is a turnoff. 80% overall, they said 80% of respondents say a dirty kitchen gives them the ick. Doesn't even have to be a sink. 81% feel a well-maintained bathroom is very important too. But what's the biggest deal breaker when it comes to a men's home? What do you think?
Too much sports memorabilia hanging up.
Nope. It's not yet. I'll give you a hint. It has nothing to do with things being hung up or actual furniture itself.
Liquor?
No. Turn off? No.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe
Biggest deal breaker. Yeah, turn off.
No couch?
Has nothing to do with furniture. Listen. or any artwork or anything hanging on the wall.
I give.
All right. The smell. 80% of women reporting that a funky smell has them saying, nope, I'm out.
Yeah, I can see that.
That is the biggest deal breaker that they have here.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Oh, yeah, definitely. We'll walk in.
Where is that coming from?
Yeah. It depends on you as a person. There are things that I do in my house, I did in all my houses, that people would be like, and I live with 9 girls, and I would say out of 9 of them, maybe 8 were not as neat as me. They just weren't. It wasn't a big deal, but they just weren't. I mean, they didn't care. Me, I had like the Win air fresheners all over the place. I got orchids. Every 3 weeks, I get them delivered. Purple and white. White goes on the table. Purple goes in the spare bathroom. I mean, all that stuff. It's true. I've had girls be like, it's too neat. I can't be here. It's just too neat. I said, you're not here staying, by the way. You're on a 6-hour shift. And you get paid. Next up, you get paid every 3 hours. Yeah, there are things. Now, there are certain things like if maybe you meet somebody and you come home with them at night, you always hear people like, well, girls will be like, oh, my place is a mess, something like that because they didn't expect company. That could be something different. But with guys, I think if something's like a mess and the thing with the mattress, I've heard that from other girls. Like it shows no effort.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like you just walk in, there's a mattress in the middle of the floor.
Especially if they've lived there for a while, right? Like maybe you just kind of give them a break if they just moved in and they're still trying to find some decor that they want to put up there, some furniture. Sometimes you got to give them a break, but yeah.
How long are you here? 11 years.
Mattress on the floor the whole time? Yep.
Yep. It is the Penthouse, and it is a Friday. We'll be back with a trifecta and so much more. Peace.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
And they said 1 in 7 men and 1 in 10 women in the United States don't have a single friend.
Do you think any of this group of people would make a good radio host? Because, you of the 3 of us are the closest to having no friends.
Oh, wow.
The News Junkie. Weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
Right lane of our off-ramp blocked. We have road work, I-95 north to Donald Ross Road. Slow go 95 south after Congress Avenue. There's a right lane block. Drive times on the turnpike look good. We're up to speed. That's traffic. I'm Judy Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. It's Mattress Firm's President's Day sale. Get matched to your perfect bed now and sleep at night. Plus, if you see a lower price, they'll match it. Hurry and stop by Mattress Firm to upgrade today. Restrictions apply.
This tax season, when you buy 6 months on Boost Mobile, best unlimited plan. They'll give you next 6 months free. Plus, head to a Boost Mobile store and enter to win up to $10,000 and double your tax refund. Requires upfront payment, taxes and fees extra. Terms, exclusions apply. Visit boostmobile.com for full offer, terms, and sweeps details.
If you or someone you know suffered any injuries involving a deployed airbag, you could be entitled to compensation. Morgan & Morgan has already recovered millions. Get America's largest injury law firm fighting for you.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Scott for Scots here. Your lawn is meant for all things bonus. Bonus relaxing, bonus playing, bonus beauty. But when dollar weed and clover are popping up everywhere, it's time to start cutting them back with Scott's Turf Builder Bonus S. It kills dollar weed and clover and feeds your grass so it grows thick and strong to crowd out future weeds. Now that's worth some bonus points, eh?
Get a bag of Scott's Turf Builder Bonus S today. It's guaranteed or your money back.
Feed your lawn. Feed it.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. And now save 50% on the new Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Limited time. Exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. Learn more at sleepnumber.com.
I'm Mark Anajar.
I'm Glenn Levine.
I'm Ellie Anajar.
And we're Anajar and Levine. Experience the Anajar and Levine difference by calling us with any of your legal needs. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In office, West Palm Beach.
Why is your garage door the last thing in your house to get an upgrade? You replaced that flowery 1980s sofa with that sleek, sexy model from Sweden. Your new TV's connected to the internet. Your doorbell lets you talk to people. Your watch knows your heart rate. Your car knows how to drive to the cottage. But your garage door looks like an original prop from a Brady Bunch episode. At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. Your garage door is the single biggest feature on the front of your house. A modern, stylish design can instantly revitalize the look and feel of your home. And an ultra-quiet, belt-drive DC motor and smart home connectivity can revolutionize your garage door experience. How do I know? Because I'm Mo. Call Mo Better Garage and we'll give your faithful garage the upgrade it deserves.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
Men, this is Jeff for the Atlantic Men's Clinic, and you've heard me talk a lot about how treating low testosterone can improve your sleep, your workouts, your energy levels, and more. But today I want to talk to you about your sex drive, because low testosterone can have a significant impact on your desire for intimacy. It can even be a factor in erectile dysfunction, and if you're in a relationship or wanting to be in a relationship, a low sex drive could really be a problem. The good news is that if you're like most guys, treating your low testosterone could really change the way you feel about sex, giving you back the flame and desire that is so important when you love someone. So if you're feeling sluggish and tired, if you're not sleeping well, if your workouts aren't that great, and most of all, if your sex drive is more like a putt, make an appointment at the Atlantic Men's Clinic and have your testosterone levels checked. Your initial visit includes blood work and a medical consult. And if you start on testosterone the day of your appointment, your visit is free. Call 877-455-7300. That's 877-455-7300, or go to AtlanticMen'sClinic.com. We have 6 offices across South Florida to serve you.
Ace of Greek and Monroe's is open 7 days a week, and that means the beautiful girls are there 7 days a week, along with a 5-star menu. And start your weekend off right. On Friday night at Monroe's, it's Fetish Fridays. Stop in at Monroe's, have a great time with a lady, and enjoy their 5-star menu. It's a great atmosphere and a great time. Monroe's, the best talent around, is always there 7 days a week. Fetish Fridays, kick off your weekend right. Peace.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. And now save 50% on the new Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Limited time. Exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. Learn more at sleepnumber.com.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues? Who are you? Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code EARN to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code EARN for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code EARN for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Tap into your well-being with Audible audiobooks, podcasts, and originals. Expand your life with expert insight and motivation for better health, habits, relationships, finance, and more. Start listening free when you sign up for a 30-day trial at audible.com.
Real Radio weather.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. It's a cool and breezy Friday out there. North-northeast wind around 15 up to 20 miles an hour at times through the day. Temperatures will be near 70 degrees, nice and comfortable with low humidity. Staying cool and comfortable as we head into your weekend as well. Skies are partly cloudy for your Saturday and Sunday with temperatures in the mid to upper 70s.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle, founder of Blindster.com. I started Blindster in 2010 to make quality, custom-made blinds affordable to everyone. Traditional window covering retailers are expensive. Our prices are low, and our blinds are guaranteed to fit. Blindster.com.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 commercial-free stations waiting for you to explore right now, like Motown Sounds. My girl, the very best Motown from the Supremes, Stevie Wonder, Smokey Robinson, and more. Open the free iHeartRadio app, search Motown Sounds, and listen now. Commercial-free. iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
Medical marijuana made easy. Get approved for your card today at mmjhealth.com.
You're listening to Real Radio 92.1, and we are an iHeart radio station.
Even though it did come out of my mouth.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Dominic, what are you doing?
What did I say? Say it again.
What was that?
Even though it did come out of my mouth. I don't know.
It is the Penthouse on a Friday, getting you ready for another big weekend in South Florida. Hope you guys are having a good day and getting the key word from Rover because we're running out of time. And before you know it, it'll be finished, finooed, over. Good night, Irene. Finished. Bye. See ya. Buenos dias. It's all finished. Dominic's in the house.
Keyword is bills.
There we go.
Bills. And take that to realradio90.1.com.
Thank you, buddy. Francis is here.
What's up?
And it's our last trifecta of the day.
Thank God.
Franny waves her head like, thank God. He says, thank God. Man.
Well, it's not you. It's, it's Friday.
Doesn't matter.
Why? Don't take offense.
I'm not taking offense. I'm just saying.
It's not always about you, G-Man.
I'm just saying. Well, you're taking shots at me, it is. I mean, just saying.
Who took shots at you just now?
Dom did a little. I feel a little bullied, to be honest with you.
Okay, all right.
I'm going to send this tape to HR.
Okay.
That's a little bang, 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 bang. There was a hockey game last night, and everybody was watching as USA lost to Canada 3-2. And if you bet against USA, there's something wrong with you. There really is. Money is more important than your country? Really? Really? My God, what are we doing out there? Canada won 3-2. Good for NHL. They got all the eyes on them for the first time in a long time, and a lot of people are excited about it. Maybe a little bit like the Olympics, where you're rooting and happy for your team. I know the restaurants and bars did very, very well. Tom, I know you're working, but the phone's ringing. They ended up winning 3-2. And the Yankees, for the first time, are going to let their players grow beards and mustaches. I don't know if I'm cool with that. I got to be honest with you. They didn't ask me, but they're going to allow it for the first time ever. The players will be able to wear beards and mustaches, but they have to be very well groomed. They can't be like walking in like ZZ Top to play the Red Sox at Fenway Park. It's a little different. Times change. Things happen all the time, and things are evolving. But this is something that the Yankees are going to allow. Hal Steinbrenner gave the thumbs up. He is the guy in charge of the Yanks. There are other partners involved with the Yankees, but he is the head honcho over there. We'll see what happens. And Aaron Rodgers said he wants to be on a team where he has a chance to win, and he wants to feel appreciated. So was he taking a shot at the Jets? It does look like he wants to play again, though. That speculation that maybe he would be done and that's it after the Jets is out the window. There are teams that he is linked to. Rams are one, and also the Steelers. Those are two teams that he's been linked to. But it does look like he wants to play again, and he doesn't want to go out the way he did last year. Now, the Jets had a very bad year, and Rodgers had an okay year, but he did throw for 3,900 yards. And I believe he had 23 touchdown passes. So, stat-wise, he really didn't have that bad of a year. The Jets' last 4,000-yard passer was Joe Namath in 1969. Oh, my God. That was the same year they ended up winning the Super Bowl. Everybody said the Jets made a deal with the devil that they would beat the Colts and they would never get back to the Super Bowl again. Also, obviously, that wasn't true, but it did come out where the Jets have never been in the Super Bowl. They've been in some AFC championships, two with Rex Ryan, and they lost both of them. And 1 year ago with the Jets played the Dolphins down here, and it was a famous game where supposedly Don Shula watered down the whole field, and the field was just like a mud bowl. A.J. Dooley picked off Richard Todd a couple times, and they ended up winning. Greek Trifecta is sponsored by Polar Coffee Bar and Ice Treats in Deerfield Beach in the Cove Shopping Plaza. Peace. 877-927-6969. Is it hard to get over an ex? That is the question. A lot of people say yes or no, but Franny's got the real numbers and the real proof why it might be hard to get over an ex. And I can think of a couple things, too, but what do you got, Franny?
So there is a scientific reason that it is hard to get over an ex. And some people are very good at it. And just getting over it. Like, when I'm done, I'm done. That switch is off. I don't care anymore. But it can be harder to move on from a former partner. And they said that there's a few reasons here. But I love it. It's hard to get over an ex, but it can be even harder to move on from a former partner who was really good in bed, according to this. The lasting desire for an old flame is completely normal and can take some time to get over. And there's a reason people feel so strongly for someone when in a relationship, since we hand over our emotions and sexuality, which become completely intertwined with that person. So these ties might feel permanent in a relationship, which is what you want, right? But in a breakup, it sucks because it can be hard to let go. They said we can't expect our minds, bodies, hearts to bounce back overnight because there is a grieving process that everybody has to go through. So despite it being a challenge completely to stop any attraction to your ex, they said, here's a few ways to manage that ache. And that's from a certified sex therapist, all right? So knows better than any of us. They said here, because it's science that you can't get over them. They said, acknowledge your desires. Take a second to listen to yourself and don't panic. It's completely natural to still be sexually drawn to your ex. They said, try to let yourself feel those needs and recognize that is a part of grieving. They said, but also kind of be gentle with your heart. Don't hold your mind and body feelings against yourself. Don't be mad that you have these feelings. It's okay. They said, create distance both online and offline. It might be a tough call, but you're going to have to unfollow them on Instagram. Do it. Follow on Facebook. Quit social media stalking them. Mm-hmm. They said, though, that seems like a small amount of distance. It could actually make a huge difference. Because it's easy for all your emotions to come back up. And it can be overwhelming if you see all their activity going on social media, what they're doing.
I have a couple of friends who've gone through it, and one of the common things I would see with guys is they get mad if the girl goes where they went. Like
Yeah.
that bothers them, a restaurant or a game or whatever. Like we used to do that or something like that. So again, if you don't know,
That's my place.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's better, like if you don't know, because again, out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah, and that's what they say. They're like, it may seem petty, but it's really not because it can have a negative effect on you. It also heightens the chance that maybe you'll do some late nights social media stalking, which can be damaging to your mental health. So they said, yeah, it seems petty, but do it. It's about self-care. Unfollow. They claim here. Reclaim your sexuality after a relationship. You may see your sexuality tied to your ex. However, that's not the case. You were a person before them. You will be after. So reclaim this. It could be, saying what they say, it could be masturbating to reconnect with your body. It could be opening up new sexual fantasies or taking the leap and having sex with a new partner. What do they say? The best way to get over somebody
Is to get under
is
somebody.
to get under somebody. And this person is saying, yeah. Doesn't mean you have to be in a serious relationship. You're just reclaiming your sexuality. They said resist hooking up. And then see, this is kind of a thing. What? It's contradicting that first one. But it says resist hooking up post-breakup. It might sometimes look like a good idea to have a quick booty call. But do your best to resist the urge. And they're talking about okay, so that's the difference. They're talking about with your ex.
Yeah.
Hooking up with the ex could reverse all the work you just did to heal yourself.
Yeah, obviously. It's like any other bad habit you have. You know what? Say you're drinking or gambling or shopping, and all of a sudden you're like, I'll put in one bet. Next thing you know, you're down 17,000.
Yep. So that's the last one here. They said if you've already given in, that's okay. Don't be too hard on yourself. Everyone has slip-ups. Just try not to do it again. Because you know it happens all the time because it's quick, it's familiar, it's easy.
Yeah.
Yep. They said if you still have a deep sexual connection to your ex after a breakup, it's only proof of the strong tie that you shared together. But it's okay. So it might take a little bit longer for you to get over them.
Do you think you can say somebody you dated is still, you say they're attractive, good looking or pretty, but you're not attracted to them?
Yeah, I think so.
Dom?
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, because
there's certain things in breakups that made them ugly. You know what I'm saying? They could be physically attracted.
Yeah.
Attractive.
People ask you sometimes, about your ex or something like that. And, if your comment is, he was a good looking guy, but you know what, just in where she's a very pretty girl, but I'm not attracted to them, but they're very pretty. I don't think that's saying anything about anybody. To me, somebody asked me, this girl I know, she asked me about her girlfriend, and I thought the girl was very pretty. I said, she's very pretty. She goes, oh, do you want to go out with her? I'm like, no, I said she's pretty. I don't want to go out with her. I just said she's pretty. That's all. And in my opinion. But those are things like certain people, I think you got to stay away from the person. That's one of the things that you definitely have to do. And the social media thing is big. I've never been down that, road, but I know a lot of people are, and they see things. And they also, sometimes people look at it like, oh, they're having a great life and I'm home, or they're doing this or I'm doing that. Doesn't necessarily mean that just because they're posting pictures, but it could be bad for you.
Yes. Dom, we have a question for you here on the text line 47142.
What are you going to do when you grow up?
Says, did Dom see the Miami card for UFC? And what's his thoughts? What they want to know your thoughts on some of the matchups. It says, let's go Patty the Batty. What do you think?
Yeah, it looks like a great event. I'm already putting my press pass for that, so I'll be going.
Ooh, you're milking this.
Do you have any thoughts on the matchups?
I would say yes, go Patty. And then also for the main event, I think that one is, hold on, I'm trying to remember.
And where is it? Where did Miami Heat play? I forget the name of the stadium now. They changed it.
Kaseya Center?
Yeah, they changed it a couple times. They had that other name, but then the kid went to jail, the scammer.
And then the other fight is the new featherweight fight because the guy that was the current champ wants to move up to the higher weight, so he's given up his belt, and now they got to have two people fight for that belt. And I think Volkanovski will be winning that one. He used to be the champ, and now he's trying to get the belt back.
What night is this?
April 12th.
Okay. I'll be here before you know it.
Mm-hmm.
Friday or Saturday?
Saturday, always.
Oh, cool. Oh, they're always Saturday?
Usually pay-per-view events, yep.
Oh, that's cool. That'd be great to be there in Miami. Go right to Club 11.
Oh, that would be crazy.
Hey, go to Club Space. Stay out. Stay out for 24. Go to work Monday. Be out all weekend. Document it on social media. Here I am walking into UFC.
No, the worst weekend will be Ultra.
Oh, yeah. Ultra will be bad. Now, you're planning for 3 nights?
Oh, yeah. 3 days.
Wow, man. I don't know. I mean, Franny's right. You should get a place down there to drive back. And the money you're going to spend on gas and traveling and parking. It's going to be a lot.
Yeah, the dog,
the places are expensive too, though. So
it's my dog.
Oh, yeah.
You have anybody watch your dog?
Not for 3 days, really.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys gonna come back to you?
No.
No. Right away, no.
How do you know? I've watched dogs before.
Yeah, a big one.
How big is your dog?
85 pounds.
Yeah. You watch a little nugget dog.
Yeah. I watched
Want to get carrying his purse, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Well, at least it's the offer that's nice. You know what I mean? I'm not going to do it, but I'm throwing it out there.
It's a fake offer.
Is that what you call it? Is that a foffer?
It's a fake. It's a fake. Like, yeah, you need a ride. Like, I don't mind driving people to the airports, but people hate it.
Oh, see you later. That's a nice one. See you next time.
One of my buddies the other night, I thought it was so funny, and I was out with him and his wife. So she has an early flight on Saturday. She's going to, I think, Texas at like 7. And in front of her, and she got so mad. He's like, gee, would you mind taking her to the airport? And she got so mad. She goes, you're going to make him take me to the airport? And he was like, well, I don't get up early. And he does. She goes, he's just driving around, going to a casino or something.
I love this. So somebody texted at 47142, and they said the reason they're called an X is because they're an example of what you should not do again.
That's true.
I like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people say that.
I've never heard that before.
Mm-hmm. No, it's a good one. A lot of people hate their ex. A lot of people just say, like, oh, man, I can't stand them. But it's you shouldn't carry that anger. That's not a good thing. It isn't. I mean, the experts will tell you that. But I think the biggest thing is you got to replace them. That's the one thing. Because if you replace somebody, like Franny said, one of the old adages, and we're not talking about for a night. We're just saying going forward. Because then you're going to just hang on to whatever you had. And other reasons why you can miss an ex. Maybe the lifestyle. Maybe you did a lot more with the other person than somebody you do something new with. So you might miss that, or, banging around doing different things. Maybe your ex was up for sex any night of the week. And your new girl or new guy's like, maybe once every other night. Don, you had that problem, you and your buddy. DJ Pencil.
Oh, man.
Where are you performing this weekend, Andy?
No.
I bet you I could get you booked in a bar mitzvah in Boca. Now, we would have to, finagle the whole thing.
Spotify playlist. Done.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you know how to play some turntables and stuff?
I do not.
Mix.
You bring 2 turntables, but you don't play the music on, and you just stay there. And I'll be like, "This is DJ Pencil. He's big in Italy. Are you kidding me? I just got him flown in. Give me 17,000, and we'll work it out." Third time I said the word 17,000 today. Might mean something.
Can I borrow one of your Gucci suits for that?
Oh, yeah. We'll figure it out. Oh, yeah. Wait, we can sell anything. You kidding me? Tell me you're a DJ in Europe. You're big all over the place. Lady Gaga had you at her birthday party. You come with the turntable, but they're not plugged in. And you're just moving your hands back and forth. Oh, I know people must have done that. 877-927-6969. Food and wine this weekend. That's going to be big. That's down in South Beach. I'm going to try to go there Saturday and stop in for a little while. But there's always a big event. Franny told you great events they have on Saturday nights and tonight too, right?
Well, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah. Even Sunday, the Grand Tasting Village is Saturday and Sunday. That's a really fun event to go to. There's a bunch of stuff going on this weekend. I think there is a couple I did not mention. The spring training, right?
Oh, that's right.
Roger Dean Stadium, Jupiter.
Yeah, I was going to say
They said, yep. I didn't realize they changed the name. It's called the Cacti Park of the Palm Beaches now in West Palm Beach, or Clover Park in Port St. Lucie. So, yes, there's a bunch going on with spring training. There's another one I didn't mention, the 4th annual Delray Beach Craft Festival, Atlantic Avenue, downtown. Let's see, from 10 to 5, both Saturday and Sunday. And that says it showcases crafters from the area and across the country. And then one more here that I did not mention was the Palm Beach County Sheriff's deputies are going to host a day for autism. This is Sunday at the Village Park in Wellington. This is a chance for the autism community to join PBSO, the Village of Wellington, and FAU's Center for Autism and Related Diseases for a day of fun featuring a petting zoo, games, therapy dogs, and a bunch more. That is from 10 to 1 p.m., and it's free to attend.
Now, I know I got two texts about one of the things. Saturday night, there's a barbecue event, I think, in Boca. I think it was Saturday night.
The ribs?
Yeah, the ribs or barbecue or something like that.
Yeah, let me see if I can find it. In my list, Ribs and Brew Fest 2025, Unlimited Barbecue and Brews, Sunset Cove Amphitheater.
But it's a Saturday night, right? Not during the day?
It is 6 to 11, yes.
Okay, thank you.
So that's going on. You got Turtle Fest going on, Loggerhead Marine Life Center over there in Juneau. That's a great event, 2 days. Worth of stuff. There's a bunch. There's a bunch going on this weekend. So if you're like, man, we got nothing. Well,
no, there's a lot
because we got a ton.
Yeah, and then before you know it, concert season will be here, and you'll be seeing you're hearing about a lot of big concerts going on. And down at the Hard Rock, obviously.
That street painting festival, Lake Worth, is amazing. It's been years since I've been, but I just remember going and just being in awe of that artwork that they do.
Is that the festival that they were thinking about combining with Sunfest?
So kind of like I think the people who are on the Sunfest committee are on that committee now, and they're also on the Palm Beach International Boat Show. So they're extending that to 5 days this year, the boat show.
And what is, somebody did ask me and I had no knowledge. I don't know if you know. What is the status of Sunfest this year?
Doesn't look like it's happening.
Okay.
Because usually by now we would have a lineup.
Well, they've already said that we knew when they told us that they're changing things up, it wasn't going to happen.
Okay.
It may, like it always does. We already found out that, but they haven't told us if it's ever going to happen, if they're changing, what dates what month they're changing it to. We don't have any info. And then even when you go onto the Sunfest website, it's still the same message that we got months ago. So there really isn't anything. I have no idea what's going on with Sunfest.
And traditionally,
if anybody knows, let us know.
Yeah, traditionally it was the first week of May.
Yes.
Right, weekends. Same weekend as Franny's birthday usually, and the Kentucky Derby.
Yep.
But that would be something if there's no Sunfest. I mean, that'd be the first time.
I remember usually putting the Kentucky Derby on my phone at the tent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, first time in ever.
Yep, we have no information. Everything, when you go to Sunfest's website, it still says, thank you, Sunfest 2024. Like, we got nothing, so.
Surprising.
Uh-huh.
But they were talking about the last couple of years where they said it wasn't worth it. I guess the acts were too much money. They were cutting back on certain things. And, it'd be sad to see it go away, obviously, because it was a staple down here for years and years and years. I'm going to guess, how many years was Sunfest here? 30? 35?
I would say probably more than that.
Yeah. It's been down here the whole 20-something years I've been here.
Looks like we have to look forward to Tortuga this year, instead of Sunfest.
I know. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to miss that one, too. But Yeah, that's what I'm going to be. I think it's the same weekend that I'm going to be in Savannah. But, yeah, we got a bunch of really cool festivals that happen. Just Sunfest was one of the ones just right here locally that we were excited to go to. So,
yeah,
we shall see.
Yeah, we'll let you know if we hear anything. Somebody did ask me that the other day. I said, you know what? I have no clue or no thought on it. I just know they owe me some money because I lost a pair of sunglasses a couple years ago.
Oh, okay. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get it. It is the Penthouse on a Friday. I hope you guys had a good time listening to the show today. We always appreciate you guys tuning in and getting involved. And we had Panther tickets today. Next week, we'll be back with some more giveaways. It could be restaurant trade or Panther tickets or the Green Turtle Car Wash, maybe New York Prime again. New York Prime, we have Miller's Ale House. We have Deck 84, and we have Burt Max's. Always have a lot of giveaways for you guys, and we do appreciate you always tuning in. Next week's a big week for us because we're going to be on the road Wednesday and Thursday at the big golf tournament, the Honda. No more. What is it? The Cognizant. Ooh.
Cognizant Classic.
That's it. And the Tito's house. We'll be there, Franny and I. That continues on. I think it's year 15 for us.
It's been that long.
It's been a long time we've been there with Tito's. And I think it's the second year that it hasn't been the Honda.
Are you going to have a drink?
Yeah, maybe I'll have a drink. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe a glass of champagne. We'll see.
Cigar, for sure.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I don't smoke cigars around Francis. It's not polite.
Can you smoke? Can you smoke there?
Walking around you can.
Oh,
yeah,
walking,
but
okay.
not where we do the show.
Yeah, not where we do the show.
No, I would never do it.
I
It's
didn't think so.
disrespectful. I don't smoke when we're doing the show.
No, but I just don't think you can up there.
I think walking you can.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying where we do the show.
No, you can't. But great job, Dom. You look very nice with your haircut. Hope you get a little T&A this weekend.
Ooh.
DJ Pencil can be hired for bar mitzvahs and birthday parties.
And don't forget, you could date the Greek for 3 times and get $1,000.
There you go.
Yeah, people have asked me that. That's true. And it has to be 3 document dates. If you go out with me 3 times and I want to go out with you 3 times, you get $1,000.
Yeah, he's going to want to have to go out with you 3 times.
That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
And we're talking really like a Starbucks A, a dinner B, and then a spa day.
All right.
Or casino.
No, I'm not thinking. Because that wouldn't even be a date. We'd be in and out in like 5 minutes, good or bad. Randy, great job as always. I know it's sad for you on Fridays.
So sad.
To leave me.
I hear her crying right now.
That's her dancing out of the studio. Great job. Thank you for all your help.
Thank you. Thanks, G-Man. Thank you for a good week. Of course, Dom, thank you too. And thank you so very much for listening.
You guys got some more chances for a keyword. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if we're going to make it happen, but I'm praying that we do. It's $1,000. Get it from Rover and then make it happen. We'll be back in the Greek Zone in a few minutes. We'll talk about some NFL action, college basketball, and we'll have Rob Vino talk to us from WagerTalk.com. We'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.
Hey, it's Rover. Catch Rover's Morning Glory weekdays from 6 to 9 a.m. on Real Radio. Just tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio.
A dream 30 years in the making is a reality. The Florida Panthers have won the Stanley Cup.
Your Stanley Cup Florida Panthers are back.
Barkov looks around, but they score! They score! It was Ted Cole!
They've savored the taste of victory, but a new season is starting, and they're hungry for more.
Johnny scores! Gus Borsley beat the buzzer!
The Cats are back, and they're on the hunt for another championship.
Barkov in front, right on a shot, and he scores! The overtime winner!
Listen all season long on Real Radio 92.1.
Start the celebration, South Florida. The Panthers have done it. Stanley Cup champions! Stanley Cup champions!
Your FM home for the Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers. Here's traffic on Real Radio.
From the Gordon Partners Traffic Center. Have you or a loved one suffered from nursing home abuse? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
West Palm Beach accident, Military Trail. We are slow right at 45th Street. Look out for that road work. Right lane of your off-ramp is blocked. I-95 north to Donald Ross Road. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Looking for affordable blinds, shades, or shutters for your home? Don't hire an expensive pro. Check out Blindster.com, where we offer custom-made window coverings at guaranteed low prices with a team of pros ready to help you every step of the way. Blindster.com.
All right, all listen up. It's tax season, and Boost Mobile wants to turn your tax refund into 6 months of savings. When you buy 6 months on your best unlimited plans, Boost will give you another 6 months for free. Yes, you heard me correctly, another 6 months for free. Now, I'm no accountant, but that's a really good deal. So head to your nearest Boost Mobile store and make the most out of your refund. And I'll go back to my day job. Requires upfront payments, taxes and fees, extra terms and exclusions apply.
The Glass Chamber. All things vape and all things smoke. Exotic sodas, Pupco, Mike Tyson wraps, Raz, HQD, and the newest disposables. If you are not shopping at the Glass Chamber, what are you even doing? With the latest and greatest in the industry, why wouldn't you? Now open in Boynton Beach. 8 convenient locations. Visit GlassChamberFL.com and buy the best quality glass pieces and accessories from your favorite store online and have it shipped to your home. The Glass Chamber, your local smoke shop.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues? Who are you? Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Hey, it's the Greek, and I give you a lot of games that you can bet on. You can bet on a game, but not your retirement. Call Trajan Wealth today at 561-390-1000, 561-390-1000. 401k questions, you can sit down with one of our experts and figure out what you have. Most people set up a 401k and don't even know what they have invested in, and that's not what you should do. You should always ask questions and be sure, and have a plan and have some goals. Those are 2 ingredients to making you have a successful retirement, enjoying your time. You worked hard your whole life. Every day you walked in at 9 to 5, whatever your hours were, but now it's time to retire and enjoy South Florida. South Florida is one of the best places to live in the USA, and I think you should enjoy it. You deserve it. It's your reward. You can bet on games, but do not bet on your retirement. Take it from your boy. Call Trajan Wealth today, 561-390-1000, 561-390-1000. Offices in West Palm Beach. Peace. Advisory services offered by Trajan Wealth, LLC, and SEC registered investment advisor. Paid advertisement.
The following heartwarming yet informative scene is brought to you by Trust and Will.
Son, your grandpa and I used to work on this car together, and when I'm gone, I want you to have it.
Wow. Thanks, Dad. Doesn't count. What you need is a will. Luckily, Trust and Will makes it easy. Designed by attorneys, but customized by you, you can easily create a state-specific, legally valid document that actually counts. Now, let's let the engine do the talking, am I right? Start your will at trustandwill.com. Use offer code COUNT for 10% off and make it count. Trust and Will is an online estate planning service. For details, see trustandwill.com.
During tax season, your personal info travels to a lot of places you can't control. Between payroll,
Your home office, your tax preparer, and the IRS. If your W-2 gets exposed, that's just the ticket for identity thieves. That's why LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points every second. If your identity's stolen, they'll fix it guaranteed or your money back. Don't let identity thieves take you for a ride. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code CLAY. Visit LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer? Can we sleep cooler? Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. And now save 50% on the new Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Limited time. Exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. Learn more at sleepnumber.com.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Favorite station, preset. Favorite artist, preset. Favorite podcast, preset.
We know you're loving the new preset feature on the new and improved iHeartRadio app. See it now, along with even more great features. It's everything you love about your car radio in the palm of your hand.
iHeartRadio. Here's what's happening with the weather on Real Radio.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. It's a cool and breezy Friday out there. North-northeast wind around 15 up to 20 miles an hour at times through the day. Temperatures will be near 70 degrees, nice and comfortable with low humidity. Staying cool and comfortable as we head into your weekend as well. Skies are partly cloudy for your Saturday and Sunday with temperatures in the mid to upper 70s.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Need new blinds? At Blindster.com, we offer guaranteed low prices, guaranteed satisfaction, free samples, and free shipping. At Blindster, we take the fear out of ordering custom blinds, shades, and shutters so you can do it yourself and save big. Blindster.com.
Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at